Hey up, Peggy. Angry man. Have we got 5x5? Got good volume. Gregory. Clear. Alright, what's that horrible silly noise? Oh, stop now. How come when I turn my mic on I get this funny bzzz? I don't know. What's on? What's everybody been up to? Everybody had a good day? Everybody seeing the drama unfold on YouTube? Drama, drama, drama everywhere, isn't it? Always a little fat one for Angry Man. Russian sound a bit like water, but it's not that noticeable. That would be my fish tank. Do you know what I'm saying? My fish tank. See, when I put the volume on, it's only when I. Okay. See, I can't hear it. I can only hear it when I switch the mic on and off from mute to on. It goes bzzz. But my fish tank's literally, what, 10 foot away from me? So what's been happening? November man. I'm hungry but tired. So much effort cooking right now. I couldn't be bothered either, Lib. I couldn't be bothered to order a takeout. Must be that old age creeping up on me. Somebody said I'm an old man. You're an old man. Sit down, Smiler. You're an old man. You're being groomed, Smiler. Groomed? How can you be groomed at 57? I don't know. Funny thing is, all three of my kids are older than him. That's the funny thing. I pulled out my first grey hair the other day. Oh my God. I had a grey streak when my mum passed away. Literally, it was like, where did all that grey come from? Hey up, Ricky. What are you up to? Fossil cock. Quiet one indeed. Are you kidding? Hey up, Tazzy. What are you up to, mate? Haven't seen you about for a while. I nearly ventured over the road. I saw he did a couple of lives today. So what's he called went live last night? Triller went live last night as well, but I missed it. I thought he was going to be on longer than he was. And I was on another live stream. I expect Christopher Rick wants a link. How drunk are you, Chris? Are you drunk? Hello, Michael. That's how drunk are you, Chris? If you're drunk, you're definitely coming up. Hello, Lindsay. Gammon and egg and some chips. I wouldn't shut the gammon out too loud. There he is, that first in the house, Christopher Rick. Let's put a banner up for him. Dan, 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 dan.
I'm just a little bit tipsy, Smiler. A little bit.
Oh, why are you so little?
I'm sober as a judge, man. I'm fucking sober as a judge for a change, Smiler.
As a judge?
For a change, I'm sober as a judge. Well, not many judges are sober these days. Come on.
Nah.
They're all drunk on fucking something, aren't they?
They are, aren't they?
You know. I see you got Taffy in the chat there. Taffy.
Taffy's right.
Taffy's a legend. Taffy's a fucking legend. I love Taffy.
Robert, evening.
Hey, how's it been going, Smiler, mate? How's it been going?
All right. You?
I sound, mate. Sound. I'm just trying to keep myself out of the YouTube politics. If you get what I mean.
Gail.
Oh, there she is. Oh, shit. They're bastards. Two of them are in there now. Shit, you've got Gail and fucking Lindsay. Right, Smiler.
Links pin, girls. Get him.
I mean, look, I'll be honest with you, Smiler, mate, right? If I'm going to get fucking bombarded by any women, right, okay, it couldn't be. Like, these are two of the fucking few, you know, but they'll be nice to me. They'll be nice to me, Smiler. They'll pick on you for me. They'll pick on you for me.
Definitely.
I'm little and specky. I'm little and specky, right, okay? I'm the victim.
Definitely that bloody Lindsay. She'll definitely pick on me.
It's just a fucking laugh, Lindsay, man. Come on. So Gail is what when them two get together. Oh, fuck's sake.
I used to watch them in the good old days.
What was that when you were younger? Hello, Peggy, love. I can see you there as well.
Well, we were all younger, weren't we?
I mean, the older I get, I think the younger I become, Smiler. It's like I must be like.
Oh yeah, you can't mature, can you? You can't mature and grow old gracefully.
Nah. But you know, when you realize now, when your body tells you differently, sometimes, like if you ever have like
that's mind. That's you got to just tune the mind out and just go with it, haven't you?
Like you got to put yourself through the punishment because when we were kids, Smiley, now we're more like early teens to late, even like from like say 8 to like 17, 18, right? Okay. Yeah. You thought your body was indestructible, like nothing could harm you, you know. And it's not the case now. It's like I can bend down and pick a fucking fork up off the floor.
And ate for a week.
Boom, that's it. Sciatica's kicked in. I'm fucking the wife's sitting taking a piss.
I'm lucky. I don't get sciatica. I severed the sciatic nerve, didn't I?
Ooh, so what? Can I do that to get rid of it?
Yeah.
How do you do that? I've got a scalpel. Guide us for the process.
You got to fall 100 foot and break your back.
Oh no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that.
Then they chop you open. Well, they put you on traction for 14 days. Then they chop you open, and then they put a couple of bone grafts in and a few titanium rods and a couple of titanium plates and some wires. And
would it beat having tuberculosis in the spine?
No, I think TB would probably be worse, wouldn't it?
Yeah, when my old man had that submailer when he was 21, right? Okay, yeah, I'm not kidding you. like X-rays, because there's actually a picture of me getting wheeled through from like when my ma gave birth to us. My dad was in the hospital, like getting fucking treated for TB. Okay,
Right.
Didn't know why he got it on the dirty bastard. You know what I mean? But again, like he's got a hole through the bottom of his spine. Smiler, that man can do most things, and fucking most able-bodied men can't. Like he's
Yeah,
like,
RJ, yeah, spondylosis is called, isn't it?
what do you mean spondylosis? Or what's it?
I don't know, something to do with the spine, isn't it?
It-
My
it-
mum had TB.
Oh.
So if your dad had TB, did you have to have, you know, at school?
Yes, I've had my TB. I had my fucking
You
BCG.
had it. I didn't need the BCG because I already had the antibodies.
No, I got two. I got them when I was 3 days old. I got two. Right. So when we went to school, when you used to get the butterfly fucking prick first in school.
Yeah.
Like, that was a big thing, and then a week or so later, I'm not sure how long it was later.
Yeah, you have the one on the forearm, and if it reacts, then you've got to have the jab. If it don't react, you don't have to have the jab.
So the first one was the butterfly one, which had like loads of little needles, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, and then the second one was So what we used to do, what was a big thing, was always like it was in a certain year, like say it was in year 10, right, when you got them, right. So everyone in year 10, when they got them, right, was going around punching each other on the arm because it was so easy to dead your arm. Do you know what I mean? Horrible, smile, horrible. But
yeah, but everybody has that TB scar, don't they, on their shoulder, on their arm?
I've got two. It's covered up by tattoos now, like, because it's on my left arm. Do you know what I mean? So it's covered up by tattoos. I've got two, but I got them when I was 3 days old. Didn't have to get it when I was in school. So obviously I was immune from the dead arms. So when people punched us, it was just because it was just a little tap that could do with Smiler. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I was never that much of a cunt that I did it, right, at anybody, because, like, it was a bit. I'm lying. I might have done it once or twice to someone. I wasn't prolific at it, but it was one of them ones. I mean,
dead legs used to be the best on the top of the muscle.
Oh, the running knee, Smiler, the launching knee for the dead leg. That was brilliant. I tell you what, there was a kid in our school called Dylan Conroy, right? Okay, Dylan. He was fucking brilliant at doing them, right? He would run from one end of the yard, right? Okay, and because he was a big cunt as well, like for what age, right? For what age he was big, so he would just pounce across it and boom, hit you in the leg with the knee, right? They got, oh, that was it. You were fucked. Oh, you were proper fucked, honestly. But I mean, it's not a good thing, a dead leg, like when it really fucking when it gets you right just below the fucking hip bone, right? And they get the top of the fucking quad, you know.
Oh, yeah. Football to the face on a cold day, yeah. But back in my day, Taffy, you still had the old leather ones that used to get heavier as they got wetter.
I tell you what, as a goalkeeper, Smiler, Taffy, right? Used to as a goalkeeper. I remember a freezing cold winter day, right? Okay, we were warming up for the game. This was just in primary school as well. Primary school. I think it was primary school, right? It might have been either primary school or in fact it was, because I was a goalkeeper there. I wasn't a goalkeeper in big school. So I remember getting blasted with a ball, and it hit his Smiler in the thigh area, just below the penal area, when I closed my legs, right? Okay, but it was freezing cold, right? And it was like that was really, really bad. That pain fucking hurt. Did it not? But I mean, I wasn't allowed to like moan and bitch about it because my dad was there. And if I had, he would have blitz slapped us, because the way it was.
Studs down the shins.
Oh fuck! I mean, I'd rather have studs in the head, than down the shin.
Yeah, stud on the ankle.
I'd rather have a stud in the head than anywhere like down, like of a scrape, like down the leg, even on the toes. Do you know what I mean? Like that was bad. But like if you got a scrape down there, oh fucking hell! I mean, but I was a good goalkeeper, me as well. I was.
I thought you'd be too small for a goalkeeper.
Well, no, actually, Smiler, I could jump very high, mate, and I could like leap. To be honest with you, Smiler, I was able to tip the ball over the bar on a full-size goal and shit like that, right? And like leap from one side to the other, with like a little bit of a step. I was a good goalkeeper. I was. My dad used to stand back. And again, when I went to big school, I ended up being a winger, right? On the wing. I was on the right wing, and I was the only one that could get the ball apart from the central defender, Richie Knox. He was a big fucker. He was huge.
Evening, Beth.
But I mean, I could get the ball from the corner flag to the middle of the fucking 6-yard box. But only decent from one side. What the fuck's that noise?
That's somebody walking past my front door.
How many times did they walk past your door? That went off loads.
I don't know.
Is that the Amazon man pinching your fucking parcel after he's dropped it off?
Not this time of night. It's 10:10.
Well, who's that then? Is that your drug dealer?
No, I don't buy my drugs.
just tax them, Smiler.
I'm saying nothing.
Ishi's no English. It's the police. RGS, it's the police.
Yeah, and that wouldn't fucking surprise me.
Smile anyway, mate. That artwork, what you start, that's fucking. That well impressed with that, like, mate. That is.
Well, are you going to be on the phone tomorrow? Because I'll ring you tomorrow about that.
You can do, mate. You can do. Like I say, I do apologise. You know how hard it is for us to respond, Smile. Only because, like, whatever. But I
was just going to post you a phone so I could get hold of you.
Well, you can do, but where are you going to post it if you don't know where I live?
Hey, I had a fucking present sent to me. I think somebody was being proper sarcastic.
What?
A tub of polyfiller.
Why? I don't get the joke.
Well, I don't know. Fill your mouth. I don't know. A tub of polyfiller.
Did you really get a tub of polyfiller?
I got a tub of polyfiller.
Have you used it?
No, not yet.
Well, send it to me when you send me t-shirt. I've got a few cracks and things, from the wardrobe.
I know, it's bizarre because we were talking about polyfiller the other day.
And now what I was telling you, Smiler, actually, mate, how I've done, because the doors that are polyfilled, right, okay, I've actually now, the neighbour 4 doors down.
Oh, Mr. Doom.
Yeah, Mr. Doom, he got new doors in his house, right, so he put all his old ones out, and like, they're the same size as mine. So I went and took them, right? But the thing is, Smiler, she's already painted these 2 doors after we polyfilled them, right?
Oh, no.
Black, right? Black 2 coats and everything. Now she's got 2 brand new white doors to paint again. Oh, it's
and then the Rugrats have come and signed the polyfiller with their names.
Oh, mate, listen, that little bastard, Joey. Smiley, you've fucking heard it. You've heard him before. I'll tell you what, when I first put the polyfill on, right, okay, it takes longer to dry than I thought,
Oh, this is half an hour. Dry within half an hour. No sanding required, it says on the tub.
That's a lot of shade, right? I wouldn't believe that, right? Okay, it depends how smooth you put it on, okay, for no sanding required. But half an hour drying, I'm not going to doubt that, right? Because if it's proper, is it proper polyfiller as well?
Yes, Everbuild one.
Fucking hell, man! I just got the cheap shit, me.
Yeah, Everbuild.
I got the cheap shit, mate. That's what I got. But I mean, he just what he done, right, is he went up with it and he just stuck his nails through it like that and scraped, because it was on 2 doors, and he's running from one to the other. And I'm looking, I'm thinking, well, what can I do? I mean, he's just a little boy. He's just a little boy. That's all he is. He loves to get involved in loads of muck.
He was sat on the sea, all innocent.
with white fingers. You know what I mean? And like a bit of white arrow with a carpet. And I'm saying to her, look, just leave it to go hard and it'll be easier to pick up.
Yeah, Everbuild 1 strike filler, dry in 30 minutes, no sanding.
So anyway, Smiler, are you got this cup as well for us or not? Or we're just doing the t-shirt? Because
no, I'll throw the cup in. Yeah, I'll put that in.
No, I was still agreed on the fucking. Obviously, we arranged a separate price because obviously I'm going to look after you, mate. Yeah. So after that, though, afterwards, if I need that t-shirt printed again,
what's up? Yeah, go on.
You've got a WhatsApp, Smiler, if you didn't know that. Right?
I did.
Just saying that. How much is that t-shirt?
£1 million, yeah.
£1 million. That's cheap, isn't it?
That's right, isn't it?
It is. I mean, especially if I was on it. I mean, you've got Chris the Brick on there and Puffy McLeod. I mean, fucking hell.
I know.
But like,
No, we'll have a chat about it more.
Aye, right. That's what I need you to figure out. Obviously, I didn't want you to say anything, but like that's what I need you to think, because I was smiling. Honestly, mate, I looked at it and I thought that's it. What colour is it?
You can go on whatever colour you want.
Right, black.
Right. Well, that was on a black t-shirt.
Yeah, I know it was, but the front bit was on a black one.
Yeah, but the other one I did. The back pieces I never bothered putting a back piece up.
Yeah, but it's going to look good. It's going to look good in contrast on a black background.
Yeah. Because the DTF is all done on white at the back.
Aye, it was. Aye, so that like I say, that's sound out. I was well impressed with that smiler.
So Puffy McLeod is all white.
Uh-huh.
And then he's got his piss dripping out of him.
I'm going piss in your crops. But by the way, people, his piss is just like raindrops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's basically what it's meant to be. And you know, your crops are like, well, call them what you want, but it's a cannabis plant, you know. So, but anyway, where's Michael? Where's your co-host?
He's in the chat there somewhere.
I know he is. I can fucking see that. I can see him. I can fucking see him. I'm just wondering why he's not on the panel.
Don't know.
So, Smiler, are you? Is this your super chat panel or not? Or is this not your monetized one?
Yeah, it's my monetized one.
Right. So, when you're starting to play super chat games?
I don't know. Why, you know any, do you?
No any.
We have to have a full panel first, though, don't we? Because you have
it does.
Somebody on, kick them off.
It doesn't even, I mean, not only that. It's, I mean, you've got, especially if you're going to be willing to delete your live or put it on private afterwards. Yeah. You can have like different fucking attacks where you can have someone's song or someone's fucking, you know, someone's video played that they put in the back chat, or you're putting a thingy for you, know, cost them a certain amount. But Molly, shut up, she's just dreaming. I heard that. She's dreaming. Oh, bless her. She's dreaming, she's barking. Should I kick her?
First of all, Beth is saying you need to make Dave a t-shirt saying I am controlled. Beth, you want to hear what I heard today? I'm being groomed, I am. I'm being groomed. Michael's waiting for his handlers to give him the green light.
Who's his handlers? So why is everybody getting groomed and got handlers and I haven't? Have we left out? Big up Matt Walker.
Big up Matt Walker.
Starting the fucking show off as it means to go.
Well, I'll put him under the stairs. Larry's back again. That's your 99p.
Now look at Matt Walker. You can invoke a roast battle for me and Smiler, right? Okay, and the whole chat can do this as well. Let's have a tenner. Let's have a tenner donated, right? And you can all put them together, and me and Smiler have to go at each other for 5 minutes, right? Okay, roasting each other, right? Okay, there's one for you, right? Okay, and I know I'm almost certain Smiler's up for that, right? But big up Matt Walker.
Because we phone each other afterwards and piss each other.
Listen, Smiler, look, we whisper sweet nothings into each other's mouths. Yeah, cool. Right. But look at chat. Look at everyone in chat, right? It's as easy as that, right? If you haven't got it, right, don't donate it, right? But if you have, it's not very much, right? Okay, Smiler provides entertainment for you. Every other YouTube channel you're going to provides entertainment. If you can support that channel, then you can. If you want to see some entertainment, get your hand in your pocket. Right? Get your fucking hand in your pocket. Now, we'll even put that Matt Walker's 99 pence towards a £5 that it needs to get Smiler made up. Right? Okay, so there's 4 quid.
You'll have them all calling me a bag in a minute.
I'm not beyond the one begging. I'm grifting for you. I'm grifting for you, Smiler.
Beggar of an old man.
Smiler, I'm grifting for you, kid. And this is the way it should be, right? Okay, if you're providing entertainment and fucking, you know, this is you get a little bit back. Smiler, you're going to get 33 pence of that took off you by YouTube, by the way.
No.
Right, okay.
Shocking,
so then, you know, and obviously Smiler's already said, you know, what I tell you what though, Smiler, you do really need to record these, right, okay? And then when you get to a certain point, like say 200 quid, right?
Mm.
Then you can do a bespoke T-shirt for somebody, right? Where you can
Yeah, that's what I said I'm going to do.
Yeah, well, but you need to make people aware of this, so they know what they let people
All
know.
the members go into a draw at the end of the month. Yeah, and I'll make a slogan T-shirt.
What? So wait there? Whoa! I'm a member. Do I get my T-shirt free?
No, not that one. That's special.
Shit. I tried. I did try.
But it'll be a Wheel of Fortune. So all the names will go in Wheel of Fortune, and then you press go, and then it stops on the winner.
Matt Walker's just said that's a lot. It took us 6 minutes to hear that. Oh my life, honestly. But look, it's there's no shame in it, you know, Smile, honestly. But I'll be honest with you, if you're scared to ask, right? Shy Ben's getting.
I'm waiting for Vincent Vega to drop $1 million on me. You know, he's a rich man.
Yeah, he's not going to drop $1 million on you. He's going to drop $1 million on me first. Right? Okay. If Vega drops $1 million on anyone, it's going to be fucking me.
Is Jimmy's fight promoter?
Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy! I've got an agreement with him, even though he broke it the day. Right? Okay. When we're not allowed to talk about each other. Okay, but he did bring us up loads in his live earlier on. But
did he? Which one? Which live?
I've only watched one. It was because you see, Smiler, I like to, like I tell you, I don't like the fact that I've had to fall out with Jimmy, right? And I haven't fell out with Jimmy. I've just like detached myself from him. That's all I've done, right? I ain't fell out with him. He can do what the fuck he wants, where he wants to. He just needs to keep my name out of his mouth. And like I said, I would with him. Because I even said, Jimmy was doing well. Are you seeing him fight? He's a game bastard.
So,
he's a game bastard. I'm telling you now, right? He is. You know,
I mean, he ain't a pushover.
No, is he? Fuck! I mean, that cunt is going. You would have to kill him before you kept him down. Yeah. And like, he's like even Ben Hatchett proved that way. Ben Hatchett was giving it his best. You could see he was by the end of it as well. Ben was giving it his best. Jimmy's no pushover, but this whole YouTube thing for me just got a little bit, you know. And I thought I just needed to detach myself from it. But we did agree and. To say, look, you keep my name out your mouth. Now, Jimmy's broken the bond, right? Jimmy's broken that rule, if anything. If I can say something, he's broken it because...
was that on his main channel, was it? Or was it on one of the other two channels?
No, it was on his. It was his live. He done a live. He done a live. It was today. It was titled, I think it was titled BRBs, something like that. BRBs.
Right, okay, yeah.
Right, okay. Right, so... And I mean, but albeit though, Smiler, albeit that what he was mentioning when he mentioned is I couldn't really take any direct negatives from it. So I think it was reference, a lot of it, right?
Right.
Reference, but still, I mean, he still kept bringing us up as relevance and reference, and I don't appreciate that because I've kind of like stuck by my side of the fucking bargain, and I would just encourage Jimmy to like try and do the same, mate, you know, because it's not good that you use me as a reference. Okay, you can do what the fuck you want with other people, but other than that, no, I mean, I ain't got any problem with what he said, but I mean, it's just getting all fucking dirty and nitty gritty in it. I mean, you seem to be in the thick of it as well, Smiler.
I know somebody's handling somebody else, and they're coming for me now. It's quite funny. I've got a 32-year-old little boy. 32-year-old little boy coming for me. He's like, fuck off.
32-year-old little boy? Well, they're not a little boy, are they?
Well, he is a little boy, isn't he?
At 32, they're not little boys.
He is a little boy. I've got fucking children older than him. All my children are older than him.
Smiler, you're old enough to be my dad, man, you fossil cock. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm 40, right? But that doesn't mean that once you get past the age of 18, there's WhatsApp again. Is that Jimmy?
No.
It's not.
No, Jimmy won't be up until 2:30, will he? Fine.
I mean, I never know with Jimmy. I never know with him, mate. But again, I mean, I've mentioned his name a few times today in your live, right? So I'm just going to take that as squits, right?
Yeah, but you've not said anything derogatory about him, have you?
But neither did technically. Neither did he. He just used me name in in derogatory contents. Like so, if
I'd have to listen to it back again. I listened to it fucking first thing this morning when I woke up.
Well, I was some look. I'll be honest with you, right? Okay, you know me. I couldn't give a fucking two fucking monkeys tosses. Okay, so there's this whole thing about Babs and Mermaid making friends. Never heard that. Never saw that. Right? Okay, and I'm genuinely. Michael.
Sup, Smiler? All right, mate.
I ain't even saying anything on that subject, Chris.
Right, is that a poo poo?
That is a poo poo.
Right, need bother, but you get where it come from. You'll have to watch that live.
How can you say you made friends and then the next day call it merman?
I don't know. I don't want like I said to you, like I said to him, like I said to her, right? So I want to do your little thing. You bring me into it, right? Okay, then I've got a reason to, right? Okay, but like I said, I do not speak with or to Jimmy directly anymore, right? Okay, because of these things what he's doing, right? You, Smiler, got no problem with doing that, and now you've got a bit of back and forth with either Jimmy, Babs and Jimmy, whichever way you fucking choose to swing one day, right? Okay, and I know Babs and Jimmy and that whatever, right? But
Chris, I've always been on the fence, right? I've jumped up, tried to calm him down, tried to fucking keep it off the internet, you know. But you know how hard work Jimmy is. You know,
he dropped you right in it. He dropped you right in it the other day, though, didn't he?
I know. Yeah, that was bang out of order. That was.
So why you like totally team Jimmy then?
Well, not totally team Jimmy. I mean, in his chat the other day, there was a full-on docs in his chat, and I deleted it straight away.
I disagree with that. I disagree with docs.
Full-on docs straight away, and I deleted it.
But with that, Jimmy even said himself that if somebody's, I agree with doxing in the sense that, and this were his words. He went, if somebody has, doxed you or put your name out there, then you can put theirs out there, which is totally fine. I agree with that. Right? One thing I wasn't really happy with, Smiler, is the fact that why the fuck was I brought into being, for a very short period of time, the center of attention in the fact that I was told that I had said stuff to a certain individual, a lady, right? That never actually happened. Never happened. Fabrication. Right?
Which lady?
I'm not mentioning.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. I'll get
Okay,
it.
right.
Yeah. You were supposed to have said something to that lady.
I was meant to have said a lot of things. Right? Smiler, when I'm pissed, bud, right? When I'm at that level, right? Okay. But I mean, even some of the things that I was meant to have said, I'm even questioning. I'm thinking, nah, it didn't ever happen. Right? And I would encourage, if it did happen, for it to be put up and played, because I'd even said this back then. I went, well, where's the proof? Show it. I need to see it. I want to see it. If I'm wrong, I'll own up to it. But it's.
I mean, our conversations off YouTube are never about fucking YouTube.
They're not, Smiler.
We're just ripping the piss out of each other.
Smiler, thank you very much. And Michael, can you heard that there as Smiler's handler? Right, okay.
Boy, amen, Chris.
You're doing, Michael.
They are no. We got other topics to talk about, and they're never ever about YouTube.
Smiler, it's either politics, right? Or it's either real life, or it's either how much of a cunt you are and how much of a cunt I am, right? Okay. And we always have a competition one way or another, but I always end up winning those, Smiler, don't I?
Nah, never.
There you go. This is how
especially when the Mediterranean's brought into it.
Oh, I learned that from you. It's the Mediterranean Sea and the Jordan River.
Yeah. But it's good though, Chris, because I mean, you've been over Christmas Strangers, you fucking done all your verbal combats, yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you've come back over here, and straight away you picked up with my Canadian mate, and boss, you were Canadian politics, American politics, and it's like, where did Chris get a brain from?
Smile, I've always.
And I said that to you on the night as well.
I know you did, right? I've always had a brain, Smiler, right? But you see, when I choose to use it, right? Okay, because it's like, remember the old saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Well, you fucked up with your brain the other day, didn't you, on verbal combat?
Oh, what did I do?
On that topic.
Which one?
The one that I clipped, and you said if you play that, Smiler.
Oh no! That was months ago. That was Verbal Combat 48. We're on 72 now.
Oh.
Right. So that was a recap of me debating fucking the Lord Andrew Wilson. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was fun.
A lot of people may not know who he is, right? But again, he's like, you know who Andrew Wilson is, don't you, Spider?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so I mean, I'm not going to explain, right, whatever, but like him and Speaky,
that was nearly as bad as me in the army. I'd do a lesson plan on the inside of a ping pong ball's sex life. To do a full 10-minute lesson telling everybody about the sex life of the inside of a ping pong ball.
And how did that go?
A little bit better than it went for you.
Yeah, but Smiler, were you ever going to back down from giving that fucking lesson or lecture?
Oh no, I couldn't.
Exactly, and this was the same with me, bud. Right? Okay. I mean, it has scarred me for a long time because I use that tactic a lot, right? And it normally works, right? 9 times out of 10 it works, right? But with that one, I really forgot who I was debating, and it wasn't.
You slipped up. Oh, he slipped in.
I did. But, as I say, I mean, look at Andrew's done this for a long time, right? Okay, and he did. It was a life lesson, like I say, Smiler, with yourself, mate. You know, when you gave us that fucking. The Israel Jordan fucking river, this blah 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 shit, whatever, all the politics, whatever. I thought myself, I'm gonna go away and I'm gonna learn a little bit about it. With this one, right? I still haven't found anything out that where you can defend sucking dick isn't gay, right? Okay, so I mean it is gay, right? Now still try to defend it, right? Okay, because if I hadn't have Smiler, I gave him it. I went, give us a fucking topic, I'll fight you. And he done it. And if I had a back down of it, how bad would I look, Smiler? I mean,
you would have lost face, wouldn't you?
Right. Now, would I have looked worse than defending it?
Well, everybody saw the funny side of it because everybody saw the funny side because he knew that. He knew as soon as he picked that topic, he had you against the ropes.
It was comedic value, Smiler. Comedic value, entertainment purposes, right? Okay, and that's what Speakeasy's Verbal Combat's about, right? Okay, so
but you got good votes on that anyway.
I got 25% of the votes still. Yeah, it shows you something. I mean, against Andrew, like fucking hell, come on, that's quite a bit. I mean, that's a win. That's technically a win, Smiler. Technically,
I'll send you the clip later, Michael, but you're not allowed to share it.
It's on my channel. It's on my channel.
You didn't take it down. You didn't take it down.
About fuck, but I haven't titled it with his name in it, for fuck's sake. No, this Smiler, I could be a fucking grifting little bastard, right, and put his name in the title, right, to get more views and shit like that, right, okay? But I've done that, right, because a lot of people hadn't seen it because it's an old one. It was from Verbal Combat 48. So that was like every week you get a Verbal Combat. So that was like nearly into a year of Speakeasy's fucking thing. Now we're on 72, right? So we're nearly a 2 year technically, right? Nearly close to 2 years. So there was 6 to 7 months ago, right? Because he does now he does like 2 lives once a month, 2 Verbal Combats a month. So that'll add up to 2 a week, right? But it's only once a month. But I thought Because a lot of people now, Smiler, have no shame in admitting that I fuck up sometimes, right? And I fucked up big style there, right? And if it made people laugh, right, and made people smile, then technically I won. Do you know what I mean? I won. I did. But I mean, he's been on Piers Morgan's loads, him, you know, lately now.
You was broken.
I was. Did you know this, Smiler?
I've never heard you stutter so much.
But Smiler, what I thank people for was they didn't extend it, right? And this is what I think, because they knew what was happening to us, right? And they could see it, and it was like, because it
I could just picture your head disappearing into your shoulders.
Smiler, it was more than that, mate. It was, I mean, it was,
and sober as well.
And I was too sober. That's what was wrong with us. But you know, after that, right, I got a few decent arguments, Smiler, from a few fucking American friends and Canadian friends, right? I said, you should have said this, should have done that, right? Okay, that would have maybe got you. But okay, it doesn't matter what I'd said, right? Okay, sucking dick is gay, people, right? Okay, if you're a man and you suck dick, it's gay, right? Okay, that's the fact, right? But I had to defend it. I tried to defend it, and I lost. Okay, rightly so. But I mean, 25% of the votes, Smiler, that's a win for me.
It was, wasn't it?
Michael, do you want to defend sucking dick's not gay?
Not really.
There you come. See what I mean?
He's already had to defend it.
Are you?
Yeah. I've been accused of it.
But is it gay though, Michael?
Well, yeah, of course it is.
Right, so then you have to defend that it's not, like I had to.
He had to defend it wasn't gay. It wasn't gay for a man to go with a trans man.
I mean, it even turned into the fact that we just used the fucking the peni as a large clitoris, right? Okay. And then it changed sizes. It changed sizes. It went up 2 inches from.
Yeah, it went from 6 to 8 inches.
I mean, that's
He was choking then.
Listen, that's more than some men even gain on a fucking, like, once they get like erected. You know what I mean? 2 inches.
I mean, you know the average size of a clitoris is 11 centimeters, don't you?
11 centimeters, right? Wait there. So that's like 8. That's 4 inches. That's what? That's 4 and a bit inches.
Yeah.
4 and a bit. 4.
Chris is going to go and have a look at his missus later and go, where the fuck is it then?
Nearly 5 inches.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not right.
It is.
Mate, you're definitely sucking a dick and thinking it's a clit.
No.
Michael, clitoris is no bigger.
No bigger than the tip of Chris's tongue.
But let's just say like your fingernail. Right, okay, even if it's fucking bulbous as fuck, right? Even if it's bulbous.
The only way to dispel this is next time you're deep throating your clitoris, measure the distance to the back of your throat.
Yeah, Michael, it's just Michael, this does sound like you have been like swallowing peni. Do you know
No.
Yes.
No.
Is that what you said? Is that what you said to him when he was putting it down your throat?
Go and have a look at your medical book, Chris.
I've got no medical. Oh, you see, this is why I like talking to you, Smiler. Right, okay. Regardless of what people say about you, right? I know you're a cunt. I know you're a dickhead to put a bell end, right? Okay. But with me, right?
Yeah, but that just comes with life, doesn't it?
It does. And Michael, look, you do not leave him up here by yourself longer than you have done tonight, mate, right? Okay, because you let me jump on the panel first. Okay.
Well, I had to wait for the green light from my handler.
Yeah, who's your handler?
I can't say, can I? Otherwise, it might sort of put people in a very difficult situation.
Yeah, Michael, do you want me to be a bodyguard?
Over here now, Chris, see, right? You've got me being groomed. You've got Michael being a handler. You got Lindsay's a
Handled. No,
soldier.
Michael's been handled. Michael's been handled.
Lindsay's a soldier.
Right.
It's like we're getting all these weird names.
So what? Where's my name? Where's my name and title?
Well, you got one.
What?
I can't tell you. I'll have to shoot you.
All right. Well, you can shoot us. Just tell us. I mean, it's really fun. It's funny, right, to hear these like names being dished about the place, right? It is. Yeah. But I mean, don't people just remember that YouTube? But well, for me at least, YouTube is just it's just a social media platform, right? Okay. Well, yes, you do meet real people. You do have real engagements and shit like that, right? But when it comes to name calling, right, and slandering and shit like that, that just comes with the territory. Doesn't it? Yeah. Now, if you can't take it, right, you can't. Michael, this goes. I'm speaking to you directly, right?
Right.
If you can't handle it, Michael.
if you push back, you're gay.
What's fucking Matt saying now? What's Matt saying? Chris is tag at 33. What does that mean, Smiler? I know what Taggart. Taggart was a fucking Scottish film that's been a
no Target, not Taggart. Target.
Oh, Target 33. What is that? Target?
I don't know.
Matt, you're gonna have to elaborate, please, bro. Like, because you've kind of lost with Target 33. I mean, that's not even on a dartboard, right? Mm-hmm. So I couldn't think. He's speaking in fucking code, this cunt, and Matt. I think his name. Look at his name. It's written.
Is he saying the Masons are after you?
The Masons can't be after me. I'm part of them. Oh, shit. I did not put out.
There you go. There you go. I just put that in there. That'll give you some indication as to what you're supposed to be answering.
Yeah. In its entirety, the clitoris may reach as many as 7. You said 11, no? 7 centimeters in length, if not longer. Fucking hell! Have you just wrote this, so Michael? Because I would do exactly the same as you.
What you're saying, Michael, is Mrs. clitoris is longer than his dick.
Well, if you stood his missus,
No.
If you stood his missus's clitoris up, it would probably be taller than what he is.
Well, if my missus clitoris was 11 centimeters, it'd be longer than me dick by twice as much. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So wouldn't Michael? I'm still struggling to understand. Right. Okay. Are you licking a clit that's 11 centimeters? Or are you sucking a dick that's 8 centimeters?
Neither at the moment.
Target as in bullseye, and Chris, you're number 33.
Target as in bullseye, and Chris, you're number 3. So bullseye's 25.
Yeah.
So then that would be number 8 after that, right? I'm not even on the board. I'm not even on the board. I'm not even on the board. Yes, Matt. Thank you, fucking God, for that, right? Okay, because I'm a good lad, Smiler. You see, I've managed to stay out of the shit in the depths of all this.
He thought victim 33 was a bit strong.
That sounds like a Fitzgerald fucking type of.
It is too much information in it, Peggy. I gotta agree with you.
Yeah, stop, Smiler. We do have to remember we have women in this chat as well, you know.
Hello.
For victim 33 was too strong with it. I have to because your chat's gone fast now.
What's all the links the November man's posting? I don't know what they are. He's got no title with them.
Yeah, I'm not hitting no links.
Yeah, November man, when you post a link, can you put in what it's about? And then people might hit it because I haven't been following. I wouldn't know. I reckon he is gone now. He was funny, Clive.
George Bush choked on pretzels and caught a bruised face.
Is that what it is? Is that what the link
No,
is?
that was November Mad's comment. I'm not even sure if I'm going to laugh at some of these things. Right? But like I am. I'm going to feel when Japanese is so like okay. Smelly, you need to tell them to make you a badge of honor with no names on it. Chris is talking about that, right? So that was the link there. November. Is Clive still? I mean, there's so much fucking like Da Vinci Code going on.
I know.
Yeah. People, you do realize that all you have to do is donate, right? Okay, right, and then £4, right? Okay, and then me or Mike.
That's because I have intelligent chatters.
Intelligent chatters. Well, I'm obviously fucking tight bastards as well, aren't they? The only person that's donated is Matt Walker.
Well,
right?
they know that GCHQ's watching me, so they all fucking type in code.
Yeah, but if they want to see a roast battle or a fucking argument, you know what I mean, for at least 5 minutes, you know, where we go really at each other, then they need to put their hands in their pockets, Smiler. Like, come on, mate, I've got 4 kids to feed you. Like, whatever you get, Smiler, right, okay, it has to be split 3 ways now. And then YouTube, but before that, YouTube take 33%. So
that's 4 ways it's got to be split.
Yeah, but with YouTube take 33%. So out of that £5, right? Okay, 150 or so gets taken, right? That leaves about 350. So that leaves £1.50 each for her. That's not even 50 pence each for fucking all 4 of my kids, Smiler.
I know.
It's not.
Sad, isn't it?
So it's
don't forget you got to pay your handlers and the council of elders out of that.
Oh shit! I forgot about that, Michael. Bastards. I didn't remember that. But so how much am I left with, Michael? After that,
not
£6.
Right, and £6 old money as well. That's old money.
And then time you pay tax on it, you get a fucking bit.
Right. So if we can use old money, right, but use it like it was back then, because it would have got you a lot more.
Yeah, fuck me, man.
Can you remember that? I'm not fucking you. I'm not fucking you, Smiley. I've asked this loads of times, right? It's not happening. Okay. So just forget that. Right. But remember, like, it's £6 or the frupney bit. Like, what was more? I really don't know. What's more, the frupney bit or £6?
What's what?
What's more? What was more value? Right. This is me being like really, really fucking
£6.
£6 was more.
Yeah.
So £6
was half of a £6.
So £6 back in the day, Smiler, right? What would that getting you? Would you been able to get
half the shop for that?
Right. Okay. So imagine getting £6 now with the value it had back then.
Oh, you couldn't even get a Mojo, could you?
Well, what I mean is, like, if you went back to and you were able to get in the cinemas, right? You were able to get a taxi or a bus there and back, buy popcorn and shit like that, you know, and still have change, right? Okay, but now
at the end of the night,
yeah, you would. I mean, I used to get £2 pocket money every Friday, right? And I could walk into the local thingy shop, right? Okay, I'm not mentioning the name, but like that's like the local shop. And
one on every corner. That was why they were no good at football.
I could walk out with a quarter of old man's backy, right? Okay, which was like basically chocolate, right? So monkey's bollocks, right? Which was toffee covered in chocolate, right? A can of iced tea.
That was Maltesers.
Maltesers. No, they weren't. They were tied together. There were two toffee bollocks.
Oh,
you get what I mean? Monkeys, but we called them monkeys balls, right? Because they were toffee in chocolate, right? But I mean, you could get a lot, right? And you could still walk out with change.
Yeah, but you wouldn't, would you, Chris? Because you'd have had a Dandy or a Beano and that month's edition of Razzle.
Yeah.
Nah, I just went under my dad's bed for that.
He would have had a piggy up to pick it up off the top shelf, wouldn't he?
I just no. I honestly, believe me, right? Back in the day, right? You see, kids. Sorry for doing this, right? Kids these days, right, don't realize how easy it is, right? And again, it's wrong, people. Right? You shouldn't watch porn, right? It's bad, right? But back then, you had to get a magazine, right? Either find one, pinch one, or steal one, right? Okay, and hide it somewhere, right? Okay, because it wasn't as easy as just to go on your fucking smartphone and fucking find this shit and whatever. You know, this is how poisoned kids' brains have getting now, because of being able to access the kind of material so easily. Right? This is why I wish. This is why I wish pornography was banned. It should be banned, right? It should be, from my perspective, right? But like back then, you had a
porn came on Betamax or VHS.
Yeah, and remember,
and you had to order it under the counter.
Yeah.
Right. Get an adult to go in and get it for you.
And listen, no, but you remember the dirty mags?
Yeah. I used to rent them out of school.
Yeah.
that was one of my sidelines. I went to boarding school first. I had to make pocket money.
I had afforded that. That is a brilliant.
And the boarding house headmaster, Mr. Povey, confiscated my magazines off somebody.
Smiler, we just used to rip pages out and sell them for fucking Lucy's.
And when my mum come up, I phoned my mum up and I said, you have to send me some pocket money, mum. And she said, why? I said, because Mr. Povey's stopped my business. He's nicked all my pornos.
I used to sell loose tabs, Smiler. Loose tabs.
Yeah.
And I used to buy, remember solids? Tack. It was basically it was cannabis, but it was like solids.
Oh right, yeah. Squidgy.
I used to buy a $5 deal, right?
Yeah.
And I used to sell 10 knicker buckets. So a knicker is £1. 1 knicker is £1.
Yeah.
That's like Northern slang.
Yeah.
So I would always double my money. And obviously, I used to take 1 or 2 buckets off it myself. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, right? So I was like just basically, but like I would sell 40 tabs at least in a day, 40 singles. And Smiler, it was like a hotel. It's summertime. Supply and demand went up as it went. Like, you know, the supply went down. So if I was running down and it was the end of the day and I had like 15 Lucy's left, I'll be like charging 50 pence, even £1 sometimes, right? Okay. But all that money, Smiler, went towards just going out raving on the weekend. That was all it was for. All it was for. Because I never had any worries. I was always, I had a really brilliant childhood, mate. I was very well looked after. Never had to want or worry about nothing, you know what I mean? In a sense, I wasn't, you know, I wasn't like I had like.
Oh, I was a proper spoiled brat. But when it came to wanting decent trainers or decent mate jeans,
never had to worry about that.
No, I had to buy my own. If my mum said, right, green flash trainers are £3.50 in Woolworths, so you can have the £3.50, but if you want £30 pair of trainers, you put the rest of it.
Yeah, but were you making a few quid though, Smiler?
Yeah, I had to go to my auntie's farm and work for it, and if I didn't go to the farm, I went to my the other auntie's garden centre.
Well, Michael Smiler, I used to work on the milk floor as well, right? Okay, this was for a very short period of time.
It's
right?
fucking Ernie. Fucking hell, we got Ernie on the panel.
And his name was Trigger.
You talking about me?
Yeah.
The fastest fastest float car. The fastest milk float.
Yeah, Smiler, this was when look at like, you know, back then you used to stand on the back of a fucking transit tipper, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You know, like a milk float.
Down here, the transit tipper down here, it was a fucking coal wagon.
Yeah, but what I mean is that, you know, when you've got the transit vans, right? Okay, and they've come in multiple fucking shapes, sizes, and variations, don't they?
Yeah.
Now the milk float basically had the stand board on the back, right? And it had like the bar up and over the back that you could grab onto and shit like that. And like it was an open top one, so it was basically a tipper, you know. Like if what you call now, right? It just didn't used to tip, right? Okay, never had no reason to tip, right? Because you had some fucking young kid on the back getting everything off it for you, you know.
Yeah.
But what I used to do, Smiler, right? Okay, when we all done this, right, as kids, right? And it was a 12-hour shift, Smiler, 12-hour shift, Michael, right? And do you know how much I got paid for that 12-hour shift? Have a guess. Have a guess. This was in the mid 2000s, right?
In 2000s or
no, with 84. I was born 80. I was 10. It was in the early 2000s. Early 2000s.
Well, it'd be about $2.75 an hour.
No. I got paid I got paid £1 an hour.
Really?
£1 an hour. Do you wonder why I went round to pinch his milk afterwards? I did, because you know, once I knew all the hotspots, Smiler, because we used to go milking as kids when we were younger, right? You know, when you used to tell everyone, your man, I'm staying at Fred's. Fred says he's staying at Pete's. Pete's saying he's staying at Paul's. Paul's saying he's staying at fucking Peter's. You know, and basically we were all going out getting fucking full of E, right, and walking the streets all night, right? Okay, what we're doing, right? We weren't causing trouble. We were just pinching milk. And we used to stack it and pile it, right, in the back of this old news agents.
Hey, Beyonce.
You know, Beyonce, we do. Oh, fuck, Beyonce's in there. I'm going to get wrong. But I mean, we would do that, right? And then the next day you would look and you were going, what the fuck we're going to do with all this milk? Because you'd ate all the yogurts, right, and drunk all the orange juice, you know, all the good stuff. And you're looking at like 50 bottles of pure milk, thinking, they want like pure. Who likes pure milk? Come on. And it was like, but after that, I mean, it was all about going out and enjoying yourself on the weekend. That's what it was about.
Yeah, but nicking a few bottles of milk and stuff was, you know, that was sort of part of growing up and stuff then in those days, wasn't it?
Yeah, if you didn't nick it, the Spuggies nicked it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, as I say, look, I may have been accustomed to the odd garden gnome as well, right?
You didn't send ransom notes with them, did you?
We did.
Halfway
up Pool Hill, the woman cemented them all in so they couldn't nick them.
or filled them up with cement so they were heavier to carry.
Yeah.
But you know, all I wanted was like you know, wheel trims.
Oh yeah.
Wheel trims.
We used to get orders for them fuckers.
Yeah, I bet you did the Volkswagen badges as well, didn't you?
No, that was more of a because the Mercedes badges and shit like that. Right, I wasn't ever really big on that, Smiler, because that to me was really damaging a car, right? You know, it was like. Yeah. I'm not a bastard, right? I'm not as much.
So you left the badges that stole the wheels and tires.
I left them on bricks, though.
Yeah, a few alloys here, 25 quid a wheel.
I never even look. Once when I was younger, right? I was an opportunist. So obviously you had the elders, right? Who would like, you know, they knew what you were doing. I'm gonna go look. If you find a pair of Ford Escort wheel trims,
we did, Beyonce. We went out nicking food toys.
Did Bricky and Smiler just admit to
kidnapping food toys?
I never said nothing. Beyonce, it was him. I was.
What's Peggy on about? More fucking lockdowns coming.
Yeah, they got one scheduled, haven't they?
Yeah, I'm not staying in the house.
Neither am I this time.
I'll tell you all now, right? And I tell you what, you know, if he's all going to get a fucking Ibby Abbey, right? He's a fucking divvies. Right?
I never stayed in last time. I went on fucking holiday and everything.
Oh, Smiler, Michael, a chat. I loved it. You know what it is? You know, when you could drive down the A1, right? Or any street, right? And you could hear the birds tweeting at 2:30 in the afternoon. 2:30 in the afternoon, you could hear them tweeting and you looked at the sky.
Mate, I could touch 140 on the way to work, no problem at all.
But it wasn't only that, Smiler. I know, mate, Smiler.
My missus used to say to me, "Fuck, you know, we're not on the autobahn. Slow down."
Yeah, but Smiler, just look at the skies and the way everything was like natural. Fucking like Mother Nature was flourishing. Like, we didn't have as much pollution. You could see the fucking stars in the skies at an earlier time and shit like that. It was. But other than that, you know what I loved? What I loved about it most, right, is I didn't have to deal with people as much. Right?
No. And if you went in a queue and you just stood behind them in a queue and you went, they all got out of the way.
I never, ever wore a mask, me, unless it was mandatory.
Yeah, I only did in one shop, and that was because that one shop on the way to the workshop when I moved to Grandpound, that one shop she used to get in my cigarettes. So just for her, because she was an old woman, I used to put it in, put it on, go in, get my fags, get the milk, and then come back out again.
Smilers, you know what Michael, Smilers, you know what I fucking found really, really, really fascinating, right, okay, is I never wore a mask, right? What I used to do was I used to wear like a, it was basically a face covering, right? So it was like a black mask, right? And it was allowed, right? People didn't look at it. Can you imagine back in the 90s walking around with a black mask on, right? Or the early 2000s with a black mask on walking into the shop?
You get kicked out, wouldn't you? Or they'd press the fucking emergency button and you get arrested.
Sick, it was. I mean, it was crazy. It was, and it's like, imagine, especially with the electric vehicles.
Can you imagine walking into a petrol station with a fucking mask on?
Like, can you imagine having an electric bike, a Suron, right? Okay, which is quiet as fuck, and being allowed to wear a mask, right? So you're being encouraged to go net zero. You're being encouraged to wear a mask, right? Do you know how many fucking snatch and grabs happened because of this? Right? Okay, and that's not even me lying, right? Because back in the day, you had a motorbike with two people, and normally they were low CC motorbikes, like a fucking DS80, an RT100 or something like that, you know, a PV8 even, you know, that could get two people on it. But you had that noise that was coming up behind you, right? Nowadays, you don't have that. You've got a silent vehicle, right? And you've got someone with a mask on who's allowed to wear it still.
Yeah, but most of the time, Chris, people have got fucking headphones on or fucking, you know, little fucking ear things in. Yeah. And they're listening to something on their phone. They don't even know that somebody's coming behind them anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that's more for them, to be honest with you.
Or they're walking along staring at the phone.
They say I can't stand that, mate. This is what I can't stand. Do you know what else I can't stand? You know, when people talk on loudspeaker. What happened to just putting the phone to your ear and keeping the conversation private? Like, what happened to that there?
Hey up, Angela. Oh, thank you, Angela.
Angela, new member, love. Big up, Princess Angela. So, Princess Angela, we're going to put that 99 pence there towards the £5 donation we need for the Rose Battle, right? Okay. And there's 2 more fucking. Oh, no. That's a member for 2 months, right? Again, I got excited there. Right. So, there's £2, Smiler. Michael, me and you might be in a Rose Battle. No? So, we've got £2. £2, Smiler. Right? Okay. So we need to go and tax somebody now for £3. Right.
Excuse me, I'm on my fucking chat. You owe me fucking £50 still. You apologized 2 days after fucking making the agreement.
Then you got me with that.
I got you fucking good stuff.
That's why I've agreed. That's
why I didn't get you. Christmas Strange got you.
That's why I agreed for an increased price on the purchase I'm making. Right?
Christmas Strange got you.
Nah, he's a good lad, Chris. Look, I mean, look, he's a good lad, Chris, and he's doing well for himself. And he's in a very difficult place in the world at the minute, Smiler.
I know.
You know, with what's going on and whatever. But I mean, he's a family man. There's 2.
Oh, Aussie's there. Rose Battle coming.
Yes, Aussie Manda. Literally just subbed to me the other day as well, right? God bless you, love. God bless you. Who do you want the Rose Battle with? You need to distinguish. Now with that, actually, this goes between Matt, Ozzy, and Angela, right? Okay, so if they can all agree on the same two people, let's we can't have a freeway, can we? That would be gay.
Where's all the bloody women on the panel tonight? Where they all gone?
Why pay for a roast battle here happening, yeah? Matt, shut up, will you? Come on, we're grifting. We're trying to get Smiler a new fucking computer, right? Okay.
I've already bought one, Chris.
Shut up, will you dickhead? You for fuck's sake, man! I'm trying to fucking grift for you. Do you know how hard it is to grift for somebody that doesn't want grift?
What I have got to do is put the other computer together for you, innit?
Yeah, you have, right? But you haven't got to tell anybody about it, right? Because apparently I'm not. Yeah, right, okay. Jimmy told us I wasn't allowed to speak to you.
Oh, Jimmy did. Apparently Jimmy's my groomer.
Is he though? Is he touching you?
Oh yeah, every night, Chris. Every night.
Can you like it? It's fine, as long as you like it. Now anyway, look it. Come on.
Every night. It's just bend over.
Come on, the chat's paid for it, right? Okay, now obviously Ozzy Man has put the fucking majority into it, right? So I would say her vote rules over everyone's. Right, now I'll have a drink of whiskey, right, Smiler? I'll get a little bit more tipsy. Now Michael, Smiler, Bricky, 2 of war going at each other. Right, now just remember, this is all fun.
No, I reckon they are, Beyonce. I reckon they are.
The women are busy cleaning. They should be, Beyonce. They fucking should be. Fuck's sake. The women should be busy cleaning, doing the dishes, right, or tending to the children. Seriously.
You just looked at your missus then, didn't you?
No, she was me when you had a smile. That's why I said it, mate.
I heard that pregnant pause and you turned, oh my God, Angela.
Oh shit. Not sure what it's for, but Angela's just fucking stuck another fiver in there, man. Let's go, Princess Angelo. Right now. Now we just need, come on. We just need it. Who was it going to be between? I'm getting excited.
He's getting turned on. He's getting turned on. He's got the tingles. You know he's gone silent.
Right, I've just get me Kleenex there. Right. Okay. So now we've got there's a tenner, Smiler. There's a tenner, right? Smiler, I've just grifted 10 quid for you.
You're getting no discount, Chris.
I'm already aware of that, Smiler. To be honest with you, Smiler, kid, for what you done.
I know. It's 50%, Beyonce. It's 50% interest.
Yep.
Beyonce, it goes up 10% every day.
Smiler, does Bricky know about the 25% interest on the you
haven't paid £50 bet.
Yeah, can we delete that comment, please? Delete that comment, please, Smiler. Mate. Beyonce, come on, man. I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying, Beyonce. Right?
Yeah, deleting comment request costs £100.
Yeah, I already owe Smiler a lot of money. Right, okay. Already, mate. No, Michael, he's done a hell of a job with that. If this T-shirt gets printed out the way it fucking looks for me, mate, right, okay. I mean, I'm still wanting to know how I'm not paying that much for every fucking T-shirt though, right? Okay, I'll tell you that now. I've paid a lot more over the odds, right, because I owe Smiler a few quid for. I lost a bet with him, Michael. Okay,
yeah, it was done a good job, hasn't
he? Me saying I wasn't going to say sorry, and Smiler caught us out. He did, bastard. Followed us on the American channels and whatnot, you know, and found us saying sorry. And then he held us accountable. So I will own up to that. But we do have a roast battle that needs to happen, or just a debate, Smiler, even a debate, right? A debate, right? Now, let's give the chat what they paid for.
Well, the biggest donor gets to choose what the battle's about.
Yeah, well, that's Princess Angela at the moment.
So.
No.
I was going to say
who it's between and what it's about. Who it's between and what it's about, you mean? Is that what you're saying? Who it's between and what it's about?
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of fucking, you know, like you're putting a lot of faith into your chat, right? Okay, I would have said, like, who it's between, what it's about. I would have like went through a few topics to just
text message.
Princess Angela says, some Mando, I don't even know what's going on. Princess Angela, love, what I'm going to ask you, love, is you've paid the majority fund, in fact, over the majority fund, for a 1v1 battle, roast battle debate, right, between two people on the panel, right? And Smiler has already said you can pick the topic. But if we disagree, if we agree on the topic, Smiler, this is where it doesn't work. So Princess Angela can pick between two people who she wants to either have a roast battle or a debate. Then I would have said, if it's a roast battle, we don't need a topic. If it's a debate, that's where Smiler as the host or Michael as the co-host comes in and steps in and like gives her a few suggestions. Or the chat.
Oh Lord, can I get a refund?
No refunds available. No. You've already spent your money, right? Okay, that's not possible, right? Okay, you can take that up with HR, right? Okay, and HR is not available for the next 3 weeks. So I tell you what, let's have a debate, Smiler, right?
What we're debating?
Let's have a freeway debate. Michael's
debating?
Oh yeah, right. Okay, so let's debate. I mean, Michael, what's your stance on the death penalty?
Bring it back.
Smiler?
Well, I say, it depends what case it is. It depends what evidence it is. But, you know, we've had so many miscarriages of justice. And then we've had so many people that have been let off things. Yeah. So if they can, I don't know, it's a difficult one, and that you're taking somebody's life and they might be innocent because.
Well, I say the death penalty shouldn't exist.
Right.
So I'm on the opposite side of Michael's, right? But you seem to be in the middle of me and Michael. Right.
And what is your reasoning for it not existing?
Well, that would be part of the debate, Smile. I'm not going to give me fucking debate away, right? Okay.
Well, that's it. I mean, we're debating, aren't we?
Yeah, but are we debating yet, though? Has the debate started?
I don't know.
Well, then you need to put the timer on, right? If it has, because we've got a 5-minute timer.
Where do I get a 5-minute timer from?
Can you not get that from StreamYard or anything? Or can you not just put your fucking phone on and just start 5 minutes? Like, dickhead. It's not very hard.
But how do I put it on the screen?
Right, fuck's sake, if I've got to do this, haven't I? Right, okay. Let's do this, right, okay?
Yeah, but how do you put the timer on the screen?
Right, look, it's 10 past 11 now, right, okay? It's 11 minutes past now. We're going to debate now, right, for 5 minutes. It's 16 minutes past that we'll go to, right, okay? I see the death penalty.
But we need a clock, don't we? We need a clock.
Yeah, but it's 16 minutes past 11 now, right, okay? So what we'll do, because we're eating in the time.
Yeah. Beyonce.
We'll go to 23:12, right? And you can all both of you can get prepped for your stances. So Michael says bring it back. Smile has a bit torn. So Michael, we're literally trying to pull Smile out to either one of our sides. Yeah, right, okay. But he has to defend his own stance, why he's not sure. Now, you've got a definitive side, mate, right? And I respect you for that. I have. Smile as a bit of a fence sitter, right? So I reckon we've got about 35 seconds left before we kick this debate off. right now. I mean, anyone in chat, if you want to extend this debate, right? Okay, it's only going to cost you 99 pence, right, for a minute. Okay, we can keep this going for another minute. 5 minutes it goes through.
Hang on.
One more minute, but obviously, but there you go. That's it. The debate started. Smile up.
Hang on.
Have you got a clock?
Yeah.
There you go. So to tell you, did I tell you? It's easy to write, smile up, right? So this is a debate on the death penalty. I say the death penalty shouldn't exist, right? Michael says bring it back. Smiler says it's a tough one, right? Okay. So we've all got different stances. So when you're ready, Smiler.
But I've got to explain why.
No. You've got to hit start before you explain.
Are we ready then? So speaking, me or you?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I'll go first, Smiler. I don't think the death penalty should exist, right? Because I think that people that commit heinous crimes like this should pay for their punishment, okay? And we should be able to use them for slave labor. Yes, slave labor. I did say that there, right? Did say that, right? We should be able to make them pay back to the people that they have punished, okay? So if a rapist or a pedo does something derogatory, they should be able to let's just look at this, right? I'll take 23 seconds up, right? I've got 4 minutes. If they do something that heinous, right, you can hunt a rhino or a tiger, right, for £100,000. Okay. How about hunting a human that raped a child? You'd pay a lot of money for that, wouldn't you? That money could go back to helping these people. Turnover. Don't used to now. Come on.
That would be brilliant. Yeah, I can imagine going and hunting them. Not a rhino, but hunting a person. Yeah, like Hunger Games.
So you agree with me, Smiler? Then when we give people a death penalty, we stick them on fucking death row for 10 years, right? Feed them, clothe them.
No, get them all together.
What I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't agree with. So you agree with me? When we do this, we feed them, clothe them, and house them for 10, 15 years before we.
No, you don't house them at all. You fucking put them all in a van. You take them out onto the fucking moors. Right, you give them 3 hours head start.
Yeah. Yes, Smiler's coming round to my side.
And then you hunt them.
Right, Michael, you've got to Michael.
You have to pay for certain weapons of destruction.
That money goes back to helping the families and the victims of certain crimes.
Yeah. That money goes back to the victims.
Exactly, Michael. You say bring it back. What's your reason for bringing it back, Michael?
Well, because if they're guilty, they should be fucking killed, shouldn't they? What you've just said, you've just turned it into a blood sport, which is
but like Smiler said, there's been innocent people killed on death row, right? But
you've just turned it into a blood sport that'll kill them anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but it's going to generate money from it.
But
so that's the answer to it. Is it? They can make money out of them.
Yes.
Even though they might not be guilty.
Yeah. How are we going to determine? How are we going to determine whether they're guilty or not?
What we'll do first, for example,
you could ask them.
We'll give them a 5-year cooling off period, right, where we just make them work, right? Okay. You know why we'll go over that case.
Well, hard labor.
Case, right? Okay. So we give them 5 year, right? Okay. Well, we're making them work in the fucking fields and shit like that, whatever, or like chipping away at stone and shit like that. We do that, right? But if you've blatantly been caught in a house with a gun, with people in there, right, or whatever, and you've done that, right, there's no doubt in that. But obviously, if there's a slight doubt, then we need to investigate that. That's where the 5-year briefing cooling off period comes in. So,
right, so what do we do? What do we do with all these ones that have got photographs of kids? Right, they're in there. Yeah, they get caught with those photographs. They go straight out on the moors.
Yeah, they're not having a 5-year cooling off period.
No,
they
no.
don't get that. This is where
If it's on their devices, they're straight out on the moor.
Yeah, they're straight into the Alaskan wilderness, right? Okay, straight out there, right? That's where they go, right? Okay, Michael.
They can go to Alaskan wilderness in the winter, butt naked.
I mean, Smiler, you're adding stuff to it that I never thought of, right? But again, I'm agreeing with you, right? So, Michael, do you disagree with me and Smiler now, where we should punish these cunts and make them pay?
No, I'm actually swinging towards your way of thinking.
Well, there you go. What I would say to you is the death penalty is a waste of time because it puts people on death row for 15 years, right? Okay, it feeds them, clothes them, houses them, right? And it costs the taxpayer money. It doesn't give anybody anything back. The victims of these fucking crimes need replenished from it, right? Okay. Other than that, 8 seconds left. Boom.
And that's all there is to it, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a crap one.
Wasn't it?
Naked and Afraid, Hunter's Edition. That's a good one, Matt.
I mean, let's face it, people. Like, smile at Michael. Come on and chat, right? Okay, and I was being a bit sick and evil. If somebody, by the way, Smiler, can you put a 2-minute timer? Can you put a poll in the chat or not, Smiler?
Yeah.
Put a poll in the chat then.
Oh, we can put checks in the chat.
You need
Irish people in the chat.
Off, Michael, when you checks and fuck.
And what's the poll?
Well, like, between me, you, or Michael, because you've got to find out who won.
Yeah, I know. There was no debate. Everybody agreed on the same thing at the end.
Yeah, but let the chat decide. The chat needs the chat paid for it. The chat decides. Right, so just put a 2-minute poll in the chat, right, and put mine, yours, and his name, Michael's name up, right, okay, and then put it up for 2 minutes, and then we'll see whether me, you, and Michael will have a little recap on like where we stand with this, right, okay, and it gives the chat a chance to vote on what the where they stand, right, because they could still just decide, look, I hate Bricky enough to vote him out, right, you know, so. It's one of them ones. So Smiler's going to put a poll in the chat, people. If you agree with me, Ricky. If you agree with Smiler, or you agree with Michael.
Yeah, all vote for me. 86k. Yeah.
Listen, if you vote for me, I promise to be nice. Right. So when the poll goes in the chat, Smiler, we need a 2-minute timer as well, bud. Right, okay. And I mean, bear in mind, people, if you have any of your own debates or your own topics that you want to bring up, you can't put them towards Smiler and put them towards the panel, so we can actually have these conversations or jump up and have these conversations as well. So it's not hard, it isn't, and it's encouraged. We would encourage you to actually like speak out and stuff, but I mean, Michael got turned. Michael, we turned you, didn't we?
Yeah.
In fact, I turned the pair of you.
Hang on a minute. What you lot done? But what do you mean? Oh, that's all right. That's better. 43% to Chris so far.
I can't even see the poll.
You have to go to a YouTube chat then.
No, I'm on StreamYard, right? Okay, it wouldn't be fair, right? So, how far we're through the poll?
Going about another minute and a half left.
Minute and a half left, right? Okay. So basically, what I was encouraging was the fact that
I'll wait until my numbers go a bit higher, and I'll tell you.
So these criminals, these derogatory criminals, right, that have been put on death row. Okay, but you only get put on death row for certain things, Smiler, Michael, right or wrong?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, but we ain't got death row in the UK.
Yeah, but we should have it.
We just got lifers.
No, but these lifers should be technically on a death row sentence, right? Okay, where let's face it, Smiler, if they manage to get out of the Alaska wilderness, right? It's like the gladiators back in the fucking Colosseum. They gain their freedom, right? Okay, but like, I mean, they're not going to get out of it, are they? Like, if you've done something that bad, right? Okay, you're going to have a few people pay a few $100,000 to come and use a 50 car.
And do you know what, Chris? Do you know what? And because the prison population is so dense at the moment, right? I reckon every 6 months the 43 should be thrown out on the moor, and everybody should be allowed to hunt them down.
Oh, say that again. Say that again.
I reckon because the population, the prison population, and it's not getting any smaller, it's just getting overcrowded, isn't it? And every 6 months, the 43 should be kicked out onto the moors, and everybody should be allowed to hunt them.
Right. I think that should be an annual thing. I think that's an annual thing, right? Okay.
But I mean, that's a better deterrent than giving them an injection, isn't it?
Yeah, Beyonce, I'm not on multiple devices, bro. Look, I've got 3 accounts, right? And I promise you on my kids' life, right? Okay, I'm not voting. I haven't even voted, bud. Never voted once, right? Okay, I haven't. But, Smiler, I agree with you there. You know, the moors, imagine putting them into the fucking Welsh fucking valleys, right? Or the Yorkshire moors, right? Okay, like where the SES have to train, places like this, right?
Stick them up Brecon.
They're going to be fucked, right? Okay, but what I mean is,
in the middle of November, stick them up Brecon beacons.
And people pay a lot of money to go to like South Africa and hunt fucking rhino, lions, and fucking whatever. You know what I mean? They pay a lot of money for this stuff, right? Can you imagine how much money people would pay? Or the rich man or rich woman that has no fucking frills attached, right? Where they've got nothing left, right? They're like, I want the ultimate frill. I want to hunt a Speedo, right? I want to hunt a Grapist, right? They're going to pay a top dollar. That money then directly goes, obviously without the minus like a small cost for whatever, but the majority of that money goes to the victim's family or a charity dedicated to them. You know, where these people get something back, right, and they actually get a return from it. And now I know that's me being a bit sick and twisted, right? I get that, right? But that's me. That's just me. Right, okay, and I'm never going to differ from that, right? So it's one of them ones.
Well, I think it should be private charities, not these big conglomerates.
Yep.
Conglomerates. Yeah, where you got CEOs.
Well, for example, Smiler. For example,
$650,000 a year.
If said victim, right, was killed by said culprit, right. The money should directly go to said family. So, like, if Jean Paul Gerdad fucking like little Pete, right? Okay, in whatever way, little Pete's family should get the remainder of the money that it was left to, you know, obviously to go to that family, like a give send go or GoFundMe. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. That's my thought process. Yeah, I know there needs to be a bit of refinement, and I understand that, right? It's not in place at the moment, so there would have to be a bit of refinement. But these people, again, with the 5-year burden process, right? Okay, what you would get is you would get a chance for people to actually look into the case and find out, could they be innocent? Maybe, or not, whatever. But if they were caught, like you said, shit on the phone or in the hand and whatnot, like, well, then they don't really need a 5-year process, do they?
And another thing, right? For every single immigrant that comes in on a dinghy, right. all the MPs who are allowing it to happen should lose £10 out of their wages for every single person.
Nah, I think even worse. I think they should have to do the crossing themselves for every pound they have getting, right? Okay, so every pound they gain, they have to do a crossing on the channel on a boat like that, right? Because that is that. Like I invested in a dinghy company 6 years ago, right? Okay, unbeknownst to me, right? It's blew up, right? The stocks went through the roof, right? And I don't want to sell them. I don't, right? But I have to sell them. Right, I do, because it's
that's because you're not earning any money, because they used it once and then shipped it back to France to use it the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth time.
Catapults and fucking air rifles, right? Okay, because that's what you shoot them with, you know. It's pop them. But I joking aside, mate, right? Okay, what I'm hoping.
Well, what you actually need, Chris, is you need a couple of fishing boats, right? You need at least 1,000 meters of barbed wire between each fishing boat, and one's got the spool on it, and the other one, they just one boat goes away from the other, and as the dinghies come across, they go pop.
You see, there's a moral compass that involves in this as well. You see, because some of these dinghies do have small children on there that are very innocent, right? Okay, like again, it's like me next.
What's the actual percentage of child?
It's very small, Smiler, but it's still a percentage. Yeah. Very small, right?
Yeah, I say don't harm the children.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? So obviously we would approach the boat. We would physically, forcefully take, because they've been known to throw their babies over walls and shit like that, right? Okay.
Yep.
Now, what we would do is we would take those and we would make them safe, right? But it would disencourage and disincentivize these people to keep doing this crossing, right? If they were going to get like turned away and like look at turn away, paddle back that way, right? Otherwise, we're just going to shoot your fucking dinghy, right, and pop it, and you're going to have to swim, right? Then it's just a game of fucking. It's like shooting fish in a barrel, isn't it? This poll has to end out. When's it? Where's this poll at?
Where is it? So I'll end it now, shall I?
Yeah.
Don't remove it. End poll. There you go. Poll is ended. Oh, Brett, you're on 40%. I'm on 36. Michael's on 22.
Oh, that's not bad. I still won though.
Is that because you did more yapping?
Big up the chat. Look at. I think you, Smiler, you kind of
Beyonce. I mean, what Beyonce is saying. Yeah. I mean, right. In France, they're in tent city. Yeah. In France, they're in the woods. They're in tent cities. Yeah. Right. When they come to the UK, bosh, they're camped in. They're camped in Dover. They ain't allowed to leave Dover. They're camped in. They're encamped in an encampment. Right.
Yes.
And live in tents. Fuck them, live in tents.
Yes.
You left France in a tent, yeah? Right? Now, if a person comes to the UK, i.e. from Poland, right? Yeah? They cannot claim a single penny benefit until they paid into this country for 5 years. Yeah?
Which, Smiler, do you think that's wrong?
No.
I don't either. This is what I admire about the Polish, right? Just for one, but not just the Polish, but what I'm saying is that the Polish, like one of them, that
it's only the last couple of years that they haven't had to pay tax on their wages at home as well.
And there's 22 billion.
They were on double bubble, but we made an agreement with Poland. So now the Polish, when they earn here, they only pay tax here. They don't have to pay tax at home as well.
So there's 22
what they used to do.
Michael, that's been created, right, chat? Right?
The 22 billion pound black hole don't exist. It was a fallacy.
Yeah, no. It didn't. Even if it did exist, right, it could have been cancelled out just by stopping a lot of the aid.
Well, what's it? 600 million a day.
Right,
600 million on hotels a day, isn't it?
Right, we're there. Someone do the math. Someone in the chat do the math. Right, 600 million a day, right? 600 million a day times 352, right? Okay, that would give you like the amount per year. So can somebody do that? Because I'm not able to do that. 600 million times 352, right? What does that come to? This isn't countdown, by the way, okay? Okay, so, 600...
211 billion, 211 billion, 200.
Right, so basically, we've nearly tenfolded the 22 billion pound black hole in a year, right? By just getting rid of that aid that doesn't. And what we've done is we've taken it away from pensioners, right? Okay. They're now trying to take it away from people on disability. Now, I don't disagree with a lot of people that are on disability allowance, right? Okay. When you're sat in your room eating Cheetos and Wotsits, right? Okay. And playing on your fucking video games, right? And you've got anxiety, right? Okay. And you've never worked a day in your life and you're 21. I really do think.
What happened to the other 13 days, Chris?
Sorry?
What happened to the other 13 days? There's 365 days in a year, isn't there?
Oh, with that. I got 52 from 52 weeks, right? So there's 306, right? So Snyder, that would be more.
Was you having a fortnight's holiday?
I was with it. I was more bang on then. So basically, within a year, we could crush
most of them go home for Christmas, don't they, for a week?
Yeah.
But we could crush that £22 billion black hole in a year, right? And we could look after all the people in our country, right? We could get all these little fucking skiving, conniving little bastards that are on benefits, right? Trying to pretend that there's something wrong with them, right? Okay, back into work. Put them on like easy. Now we've given corporate tax to these companies, right? Okay, the big companies, where we're increasing the taxes on them, and we're saying to them, right, you need to pay more money. That they're just not employing as many people, right? And it's affecting the economy. That's exactly what it's doing. But for me, I mean, I'm more of a harder, direct stance. Like you need to be a bit more fucking like a bit more stern with them. You know, like my fathers were with us back in the day. Get a bit of a bitch slap when you've been a bit of a minge. Shut up and fucking man up with your son. You know, it's like that. It's like that one. But
exactly, Matt. Exactly.
Chris gets confused with his extra fingers. Look, that was because I was born in a small village, Matt, right? Okay. Right.
But I'm Cornish. Apparently, the Cornish have got 6 fingers on each hand.
Yeah, I ain't even got 6 fingers, man. I even got 4, right? 2 of them have been chopped off, right? So, like, but listen, I won that debate, right? I won that debate. Smiler, he came in a close second. He did.
I don't think that was a debate, though.
Well, why wasn't it?
Because we all basically agreed in the end.
No, in the end, but you all took my fucking because you took my stance.
No, I already gave my stance.
Michael agreed. Michael said, bring the death penalty back, right? And then he was on my side at the end. You, Smiler, were torn, so you could have went either way. You came my way, right? Okay, let's face it, you did. So your 36% votes, right, were technically for me.
It's 40% now because Porky's just given me an extra vote because he never voted.
Yeah, but that's after the time. So Porky, you do really have to be like pork chops.
And not everybody in the chat voted.
Yeah, well that's not my fault or your fault or Michael's fault. That's their fault. They had every fucking possibility to vote. Right? They didn't do it. Didn't choose to use their fucking power of voting. That's exactly why we're in this shithole we're in, right? Because Labour controlled it. Because you didn't vote, right? Okay? Use your power of voting. Okay? Make it fucking stand. But on that basis, I think I'm going to quit while I'm ahead, Smiler.
There'll always be a first time, won't there, Chris?
You give me a ring the mother, bro. Give me a ring the mother.
Yeah, what time's best for you? What time's best? Lunchtime?
Yeah, after 12, Smiler, I've got bits to do, right? But honestly, I tell you what, mate. I'll ring you at 4 o'clock.
All right, then.
Right, because I've got a bit to do, right, okay? But chat, look, keep supporting this fucker, right, okay? Keep putting him through the fucking ropes, okay? And keep showing him the love. Michael, look after him. Other than that,
of course I will.
Max.
Bit disappointed though, Chris, because everybody heard you say it was the best of 3, but you're rage quitting.
With that, if there's another debate getting paid for, if there's another debate getting paid for, I'll stick around, Michael.
Go on, bugger off.
You see, Michael, look, I don't do nothing for nothing anymore. Okay, I realise that time is money. All right, and I think you all need to realise that, right? But your chat has been fantastic tonight, Smiler, right, mate?
When you get this old, Chris, you're living on borrowed time, apparently.
Yeah, Smiler, look, bud, it's not borrowed time. It's not borrowed time. It's just time given to you. Right, okay. So, other than that, right, love is and leave his chat, Smiler. Chat is king. Remember that, Smiler. Chat is king.
Right? Yeah, chat does matter.
But they're also a bunch of bastards, right? Okay.
Yeah, don't do pissing up their kilts.
I've got to just keep them in check, right? Okay. Michael, bud, look after them, right? Smiler kid, see them on right. Chat,
love you.
See you later, Chris.
It's been a blast.
It's not that funny. Oh. All right, Max.
Yeah, he seen Max in the chat and he thought, fucking hell, I'm out of here. I can't act intelligent anymore.
Max gonna come up.
The link's pinned. In comes Mickey for coming second, spoiler. Oh, Mickey, you fucker. How long you been ghosting? I can imagine that happening as well, Beyonce. How hosts don't engage with their chatters, I don't know.
Aye. Where's Hawaii tonight then?
Hawaii? Who's Hawaii?
Oh, aye.
Hawaii. I don't know. She was in the chat earlier.
Aye. I think she might be back soon.
Oh, awesome. When did she go to Rome? Oh, I'm back. I'm yawning. Only been on an hour and 47 minutes and I'm yawning already.
So what you up to tomorrow then?
Don't know. Usual shit, different day.
Yeah.
I had emails, I haven't answered the emails yet.
Ah.
We got a pork chop.
Chopper?
Hey up.
Hey up, how you doing, lads?
Not bad, you?
How you doing? You good?
Yeah, not bad, you?
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant. I don't know what you was talking about. I've not long joined, as you can see. I just started chatting to chat.
We was just because Chris goes on to Verbal Combat and he goes on Christmas Strangers and they have combat on there. So he was just giving us a demonstration. So we were just having a debate on the death penalty.
Ah, right. See, I'm normally Chris's fair play man, but on this case, as I joined, like, sort of thing, you just not long ended that vote. I was voting for you, Smilers, so I think it was a draw.
Is that you, Max?
That's me.
That's you.
All right,
How you
Max.
doing?
Up here in China.
China. Porky, meet Max. Max is there in China. I'm in Canada.
In China, there.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Pork.
How you doing, Max? Hope you're good, pal.
Doing all right.
Yeah.
You're doing all right there over it. We're China, there, Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, we just signed a treaty with the WEF for pandemic stuff. Has no actual political meaning, but they'll apply it as if it does anyway. So.
Right. Yeah, I get you. You still got them British coins out there, have you?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I've got a few Canadian friends. Brilliant lads.
Yeah, they say take off out east if shit goes down. I don't know. I might get south.
No, I'm all right, Princess Angela. I'm sorted, me. Sorted. I'm just relaxed. I'm getting tired now. It's coming to the end of night, innit? Where you finish work and that. I've had a couple of swills. Yeah, I'm not down at all, me. I'm just chilling.
Just had a pot roast, so.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Pot roast, potatoes, peas, carrots. Oh man, gravy. Nothing better. And
Hey people, Peggy, if you're going to share links, can you put in a description to what the link is so we know what they are? By all means, share the links, but can you just put a little description into what it actually is? Because it doesn't show anything it doesn't show anything. It just says youtube.com shorts.
Yeah, that's the one Beyonce, mate. That's the one. It always makes me more tired though, Beyonce on a Thursdays, because I know I've got half day on a Friday, so you can't be really arsed doing it. So you're knackered, and it's Friday. You're like, come on, you're clock watching. Come on, half 12, and that's it. Then you wake up.
Texas makes the best fruitcakes. Right on.
oh,
I always thought it was Mr. Kipling.
Yeah, not as yet, Mickey. Not as yet, Mickey Mouse lad. I hope you're good, pal.
Oh, that's a long time, isn't it?
Yeah, mate. Country's fucked, mate, isn't it? With everything, appointments a lot, and
are they hurting you?
nah, they fuck, mate.
They popping out?
Nah, mate.
Oh,
God, Fridays used to be my longest day of the week.
Nah, I love finishing early on a Friday, Smiler. You know what I mean? It's good. It's like a long weekend, really, in a way, but you still got to get up on that Friday morning when you can't be asked.
Well, Friday, most of the time, Fridays, as everybody was coming to collect their cars. So then you'd spend a long time with customers. And then, like your good customers, you'd be having a coffee with them and having a smoke. And yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, being a mechanic, it's busy working it all the time, really.
Yeah, but I mean, Mrs. did a lot of the office, but she was also on the tools. I was on the tools and obviously running the office as well. So, you know.
Yeah. You can get it, mate. I understand. You know what I mean? It's like at our place now. It makes it worse. It makes it more tiring, Smiler, right? Because of all taxes going up and stuff like that, you know, within companies.
Yeah.
We've gone dead fucking quiet because we do a lot for China and shit like this and, you know, different countries. We've not got a lot of work in. We're getting jobs in, but we've already made this, you know, like the spare parts for them. So when the job comes in, they're there. You know what I mean? So sometimes we just sat in our welding bays, like twiddling our thumbs, and our boss comes up to us, like our like floor manager. He says, "I've got now to fucking give you," like sort of thing. I can't. He said, "Clean your welding bay," and I'm like, "I've already done it." You know what I mean? And he's like, "Well, if I catch you on your phone, there's now I can fucking say it's me that's going to get the bollocking, not you." Because
Tell him to start ordering some 50 by 25 box section, inch by inch box section.
Yeah, inch by inch.
Yeah, and start making fucking beds.
Well, yeah, I could do, mate. I could do, but there's also What I've been doing, like he told me, like my boss said, just do a foreigner, make something. Just fucking do it. As long as you're looking busy. Right, not a problem. So I've already made some mini boxing pans, which is a mini folding machine, you know, for sheep. Yeah, I've made a few of them for me and the lads. I'm making rollers now, you know, actually handmade.
Oh, right, yeah.
Small rolling machines. I know how to do it 'cause I've done it before, but it just gives me something to do instead of just sat there, you know what I mean? It's boring.
Yeah.
I'm not being funny because I could be at home doing something to the house and being sat there, but I know I'm getting paid at work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, all those homemade ones are absolutely brilliant for steel. But I mean, I used to do 2.5 mil aluminium. So I used to have to take the aluminium down to my mate and stick it through his fucking press.
Yeah.
So he used to bend it all up for me on the press, and then on my stainless steel stuff, I used to have to get it all done down there as well.
See, well, the press I made and stuff like that, and so I can do up to 4 milli, which is good, and you can do stainless on it and everything. It's brilliant. So yeah, but like I said, my mate were going to me.
You can't do that on Ali though, can you? Because Ali's a twat.
Yeah, you can overbend Ali. It's that soft.
Never welded aluminum.
What length are you doing? Because I used to do 48, 4 foot.
What, in sheet?
Yeah.
Well, I've only made a small one because we've got a big box and pan. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
We've got the big presser that does it. But I just thought for the little stuff that's in my pay, I don't have to go for the smaller stuff over to the big one. You know what I mean?
So made one that goes in the vice, basically.
Well, yeah. I've not made it to go in the vice. I could have done. I could have put a thing in to clamp it in the vice. But what I've done, I've just made it so it's G clamped to my bench. Well, my little table, and it's there all the time. And I just go over and quickly fold it. And
are you on TIG or are you on MIG?
I do both, mate. MIG and TIG. Yeah. Yeah, I do both, mate.
Beyonce, you fucker.
He's a fucking idiot, Beyonce. Makes me giggle, that lad. He makes me giggle.
I got a pile of 2x4 sheet or stainless 306. I was using. I don't know what to do with it now.
I'm sure you'll find something. I would do.
I think we have 308 and 3. Oh, what was it? 308 and what is it? 40. You got 308, which is marine, and then you got the other one, which is fucking food.
Yeah.
There's 2 different grades of stainless in there.
Yeah, I think I got.
Well, there's a few more grades of stainless, but then it ain't really stainless when it gets down the other grades.
Yeah. Sorry, Beyonce, that I must have missed that, mate. Yeah, like I say, it's only on the morning I really come on the tubes, mate, and obviously tonight, but it's very rare I'm on anymore, mate. Just now and again.
I was going to say, I haven't seen you around. How's your dad doing?
Oh, he's doing brilliant, mate. Yeah, he's doing brilliant.
Oh, cool. That's good.
Yeah, he's doing good. Bless him. Still a whinging now, bugger, but hey, got to get over. Well, your father's your father, and you get over that, don't you? You know what I mean?
If they ain't whinging, you know there's something wrong.
Well, that's it. That's it. If he's not whinging, I'll be like, "Are you all right, Dad?" But yeah, he's all right. He's doing well, bless him, for a 78-year-old.
You out detecting at all, Porky?
Yeah, I've been out for the last 2 weeks. I were in Blackpool last weekend. We went to me and the missus. We had like Saturday till Monday away because it was a bank holiday. Just me and the missus, no kids.
Yeah.
So They were damn good. We had a good time, and we visited the Reform pub in Blackpool.
Oh, nice.
You know, we had
I did that on fucking Twitter as well, Mickey. I was sat there watching it on Twitter. I thought, what's going on? What's going on? And it was a loop.
Where you guys are?
I don't know what temperature it is at the moment. I got the
14.
windows open.
14 here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 14.
Why? What's it like there?
It's unusually cold here. That's why I was asking.
No.
Yeah, you normally get the snow and that, don't you, over that way?
Well, by May 2-4, it's usually quite warm, and it's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get a lot of snow over here too. Yeah.
But it was like when I went outside earlier on, it was supposed to be 20 degrees, but it didn't feel like it.
Mm.
Well, I don't know. I felt it today, but I thought we did humid today, Smiler, in Manchester.
Mm.
You can tell when you're welding, obviously, you know what I mean? You can feel the sweats come on, so you put the fan on, just it were very humid, and you could tell it was humid because the flies that were going around and stuff like that, you know, they only come out when it's humid, don't they, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why isn't this stupid thing giving me the humidity? Temperature feels like cloud, precipitation, wind, humidity. Oh yeah, it was 14, 100% relative humidity at 14 degrees, 2 point.
Yeah, we're back. It was like I was sweltering me about 2 o'clock.
You've had rain for 3 days, Beyonce. Ugh. We had a day and a half of it.
So it was raining this morning over here. It was raining in the morning. When I got up at like 6 o'clock, it was raining, and then it stopped raining. But it was that's about 2 o'clock. Like I said, we raining, the heat. It was just humid.
Matt Walker had rain and wind. Mickey's on about something falling foul. I don't know what that is.
I'm Andy W's boss, by the way. Calls me a southerner, you know.
Eh?
He calls me a southerner, you know. Hey. Carries on doing that, he'll be fucking chewing on his P45, won't he, Smiley? You know what I mean?
Isn't it? Must be all those Palmos.
Yeah, it must be. Or the humidity's gone to his fucking bonds.
Oh, hello. I can imagine Beyonce. Mind you, when I went out earlier, the grass was wet. So we did have dew.
Hey, very racy. A bit of dew, morning dew, night dew.
Yeah, I know. Farmers rely on it for fur.
Yeah, they do. They do.
I mean, you know, you should be getting ready for second cut now, and it's like we haven't had the moisture in the air or the dew.
Mm.
You know, because a lot of farmers, since we stopped buying from Russia, so they went over to liquid fur, and then the others are still buying it by the ton, buying Nitram by the ton, but it's like 1,500 quid. I mean, when we were buying it off Russia, you were looking at 400, 500 pound a ton. And now you're looking at £1,500 to £1,600 a ton. Last year it went up to £2,200 a ton.
Wow.
And you consider before Russia kicked off in Ukraine, you were paying £350 to £400 a ton.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of farmland round you, so aren't you? You and Michael.
Yeah.
So I'd love that, me. I'd love to have all that for metal detecting. You do metal detecting, don't you, Michael?
Oh, yeah.
Good lad. Good lad.
Yeah, we had one of our blokes about a month ago come out with us, and first field he went in, first signal he had was a morning ring. First signal in the next field he went in was another posy ring.
Posy. Oh,
Yeah.
lovely.
And I reckon between the two rings that he found, it could be close on 30 grams worth.
Wow. See, that's what I mean. Even down your ways, yeah, you got a lot of history. We got a bit, but not much as they come through.
Yeah. We had a cracking day.
Good.
And another bloke went off and onto another permission of somebody else's in the club, and he walked off with a gold angel.
Nice.
Mm.
No, fair play to him, man. I love it when someone else finds something. You can look at it yourself. You know what I mean? I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And hold it yourself as well in your hand. Yeah, I mean, you're like, yes, go on, I've held it.
But everything down here at the minute is so fucking dry.
Yeah, well, more rain, you get more fucking like signals. You get better signals.
Yeah.
Was that in the same place as the other day? Same farm?
No, different one.
No, right, okay.
Yeah.
When we went on the other day, that silage that was cut there, that was only his first cut.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's your farmers will plough the fields, won't they? Where over in Greater Manchester, where they don't plough, it's just all fucking grass.
Yeah, funny you should say that, because the one farm we go on, he don't plough nothing. All he does is direct drill.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of them are going for that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No-till farming, they call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, once you've had a grader in there, and once you've picked up all the stone, you only have to do that once, and then you can have an undercut.
I'd love to know though, like over in Greater Manchester, if they stop having pasture, if it was just pasture, right? If they actually ploughed them fields, not a deep plough, I wouldn't say deep plough, like mid plough. If they ploughed them, I bet you it'd bring up some quite good goodies.
Yeah. Well, most stuff's found within the top 6 to 8 inches anyway, isn't it?
Yeah. And like I said, my machine goes quite deep. I've got a good machine, me, so I've still got the Not So Macro Legend, you know what I mean? I won't switch from it, mate, because I tell you what, it's a proper treasure run. The settings I've got it on like super boost settings, what I've put in myself, and I'm glad to write them down because I've not been out for like over 12 months. And I went out for past 2 weeks and I found silver and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've got all set right, and I'm meant to be out on Saturday, but I don't know if I can make it. But like again, if the farms that we're going on, we've done, but if they ploughed them, I bet more will come up.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why I like going like Doncaster way and stuff like that. You know what I mean? 'Cause it's only like an hour's drive from me, and they plough the fields and stuff like that. And you go on fields that have been hammered before by detectorists, but when they plough them, it's all bringing up goodies. It's
They don't plow very deep, the factory farming? Or they don't plow?
They don't tend to, do they? When they plough in here, they tend to sort of plough it 6, 7, 8 inches, perhaps.
Yeah.
It depends what size blade you got.
Yeah, it depends what the substrate is beneath it, doesn't it? If you're going to hit rock no point in fucking ploughing it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right.
And depends what they're fucking planting as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're quite prone to getting, when you get spates of dry weather, then you get fucking rain. You might not look at it and think that it's a lot of rain, but if it's baked fucking ground, we're quite prone to flooding because it just runs off, doesn't it? It don't have time to absorb.
Mm.
You can tell when the deep plough like it because it fucking kills your ankles after an hour.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I like it when they plough and roll it, man. It's fucking nice, flat.
Well, we have one farmer. We actually been on the same fields quite a few times, and we're always getting stuff up and whatever. And I said to him the one day, I said, next time you're on it, I said, any chance of doing it a bit deeper? Oh fuck me, didn't he do it deep?
Yeah.
Oh fuck no.
Ankle breaking. Yeah.
No, quite lucky.
Yeah.
Most of the farms we got there, they're pretty good.
He could have ploughed it and then harrowed it afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've had that before where he's been fucking harrowing, rolling, and whatever. We've had sort of 5 fields, and he's still been working on the last 2 when we started on the first 3.
Yeah.
But you don't want it too aerated, so you do. That's the trouble.
I think the furthest I've come down your way is Bath.
Was that?
Yeah. On a weekend a dig for detectable.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bath. Like the last time we were down that way.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. It's a drive away. That that was like 4 hours for me to drive just there. But imagine me to get to where you guys are. Fucking hell. And I hate driving long time. I fucking hate it. I get bored. I get
Yeah.
because obviously my wife don't come with me. She because she's not interested in it at all. So if I'm on my own, I'm just like listening to the shitty old radio. Just it fucking winds me up. I have to stop every hour and just fucking.
Yeah. You only got a little car now, though, as well, haven't you?
Yeah. I had the Insignia when I went to Bath.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a long old trek from where you are to come all the way down here, isn't it?
It is for a day. Like I get invited to digs down that way, and different people and stuff like that. I just think, can I be asked?
No,
it might be his backup channel, Peggy and Mickey, but he ain't coming in here. Not after what he said the other day.
Takes the fun out of it when you got a 3-hour bloody drive each way.
Well, like I said, 4 hours to Bath from me, so to use it's going to be a bit longer, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we try and base most of ours, within an hour sort of driving.
Yeah.
And each way, and then it's not too much of a day. Once you've done bloody nigh on 8 hours wandering around the field, you don't want much more than a 2-hour drive, do you?
Well, that's what I mean. You're tired, aren't you, after just digging on the fucking fields? You know what I mean? And then you drive back, you're fucked.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a weekender. If it's a weekender, then that's not too bad. Then at least I can get my head down and sort myself out for a drive home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
you're driving your tractor home, though, right?
Hey, no, I've got. Well, it's probably as slow as a fucking tractor.
Yeah.
Well, we got one bloke. We got one bloke in our club. He when he first joined us, he was actually driving down from the Isle of Sheppey.
Where the fuck's Sheppey?
Oh.
Right, up at the top end of Kent, isn't it? You got the fucking island off of Kent.
Oh, I've never heard of Isle of Sheppey. I've heard of the Isle of Scilly, but that's where I should have been fucking born.
About a 4.25 hour drive.
Oh wow! Yeah, that'll make for a long day.
Yeah, but some people are that passionate to go out though, Michael. Right?
Yeah.
Passionate to go out because they know the treasures there. You know where the history is.
Yeah,
I get it. I really do get it. And I've been doing metal detecting for like 13, 14 years, me now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like me. I'll still go on my local grounds is because if somebody's walked there and they've dropped something, I'll fucking find it. And it could be a ring, which I found rings on a local walking path. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here's
You know,
a good one for you though. Yeah, finds liaison people you got to hand the stuff into and whatever. If an item is now discounted and the museums don't want it, before you can get your hands back on it, it's taking between 3 and 4 years down here now.
Yeah. I've heard that. I've heard it, mate. I've heard it. The fuckers then finds liaison officers, but you've got to do it in the law. But it's a law. You've got to do it.
Yeah. Of course, they changed the laws as well now, haven't they?
Yeah.
They've adjusted those. But yeah, 3 to 4 years before you get your fucking items back. Ridiculous.
Well, I know mates of mine from YouTube and off YouTube who've put fines into liaison officer and they've never received them back after 6 years. They've still not received them back, and a couple of them have said that they've lost them. And you're like, you what?
Yeah, I think I've heard quite a lot of people say that.
Yeah,
various things gone missing and whatever. Well, how the fuck can you miss it when it's all catalogued in?
Exactly, mate. You know what I mean? It's all catalogued in. It's all been reported. You've got emails when you said, where do I send it to? Blah, blah, blah. You've sent it.
Nothing should ever go missing.
I didn't hide the wrong person in the chat. Where did Angela go?
I don't know.
I can't see any of the messages. Did I hide the wrong person?
No, you got rid of Spunky. You didn't get rid of Angela.
Yeah, I don't think she's tight for
it. No, she's up there. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I thought, did I get rid of the wrong person?
There she is.
There she is.
Yes, right. Mickey. Palliative care, I think, Mickey.
You should have kept it going, Angela. You should have hopped up on the panel and said, what the fucking hell you got rid of me for?
Yeah, he'd be searching through his list trying to find you. Right, Smiler, I'm going to jump off, mate. I've got
one. Right, mate. You have a good day tomorrow.
I just thought I'd jump up and say hello and have a chat with Michael. And great meeting you, Max Vision, mate.
Nice
great
to meet you too.
See you, Porky.
All right, I'll speak to you soon. Have a great weekend when it comes round for you.
All right, bud.
All right. Take it easy. How you doing then, Max? What you been up to?
Oh, same shit. Different day.
What's your government doing to you now?
Well, they're trying to get us further entwined with the WEF or the WHO.
Right.
Yeah, they're doing it through unbinding treaties, and they'll just say it's binding. That's all. See, they didn't even have any rights to do what they did during the trucker strike. They just did it. So, yeah, that's unfortunate.
Our government's given away all our fishing rights for another 12 years.
To who?
France. To Europe, France, Spain, Norway, Iceland.
Holy shit!
Giving all our fishing waters away. So, and now we're governed by size. Now the Europeans haven't got that. They aren't governed by size. They can literally everything they trawl or everything they catch, doesn't matter what size it is, where we're governed by size. You go into Spain and you go onto a Spanish market, you'll find monkfish, which are normally a decent monkfish is half the size of your torso. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you can see them the size of your palm, the palm of your hand in the Spanish markets. Yeah, which is only like a few days old.
Yeah. Spain did that to PEI. Dark fisheries. They came in and overfished there too.
Yeah. Well, and they fish within. And they fish within the 3 mile limit as well. AIS, you can see them. You can see them in the nighttime coming right in under the coastline.
Yeah, rat bastards.
Yeah. And Fisher's Patrol, 9 till 5 there. Yeah. Fisher's Patrol at 9 till 5. Right. Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, at 4:30, you can guarantee that patrol vessel is back in Newlyn Harbour.
Yeah. Well, let's see. You
Yeah.
can go and hassle all the people that are having fun on the water instead of
Yeah.
actually catching anybody doing anything criminal.
I used to hate it, filling in your pressure stop license as soon as you get on board the boat.
Yeah.
And then they used to moan at you because you're filling in a scrap piece of paper, and then obviously when you finish fishing and you're on the way back, you know, and everybody's sorting the fish out, like when you get back and land, and then you sit there and fill out your pressure stop license, they
Yeah.
fucking whinge about it. Do they whinge about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying it's illegal, and it's like, well, I'm full of blood, guts, and gore, and now you want me to get that all over my pressure stop license, yeah?
Yeah. Let me fill out that paperwork for you.
Mm. But it's different if you're a
Good luck
skipper.
reading it, right?
If you're a skipper and deckhand, is a bit different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't always put autopilot on and go out on the deck and start gutting and cleaning the fish to get in.
No.
We won't have any fucking fish left before long, won't we?
No. A couple of days ago, they seized the British boat. But I was speaking to 3 people. They're actually considering moving to Spain, relicensing their boats in Spain and fishing from Spain into our waters because they haven't got the same controls as they have here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So they're thinking of renting properties in Spain, moving their boats over to Spain, putting them under flag of convenience, or putting them under Spanish license, and then fish and landing back in Spain, and then coming home with the weekends.
Yeah.
What they ought to do, see, is they ought to say every time you nick one of our boats, you get 10,000 of our fucking migrants back.
Well, if you've got no size limits or anything like that, you know, you're going to make a buttload of money. Sell everything you catch.
Mm. And the quotas are just absolutely ridiculous. They're going by fucking idiots at college, idiots at fucking universities. They ain't got a fucking clue about fishing. And like you got a 10% bycatch, and then the rest of it, if you've already hit the quota. So if you hit the hake quota, you got to throw it all back, right? But it's already dead.
Yeah.
It's already dead, and you're throwing it back. It's like, well, you've caught it, so it ain't doing any benefit at all by throwing it back. So why aren't you landing it? Why are you wasting that food product by putting it back in the water as crab food? Do you know what I mean?
No. I suppose just to destroy your economy.
Yeah, that's right, Beyonce. It is the plan.
Yeah.
Make it. That's why they want to turn us into a solar panel country, isn't it?
Mm.
Taking grade A land, farming land, and putting solar panels on it.
Yeah.
And the locals and the local councils voted against it, but the firm went to the government, and Starmer's government have overturned the decision of the local council.
Yeah. I heard about that. Something about that, yeah.
Mm. That's grade A farming land, that is.
Yeah. They're going to destroy it.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose you could run some sheep around there or something, or some goats.
No, they won't allow it.
Oh, yeah.
No, they don't allow it. They pen it off. And then what they do is they go in and spray it.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, go and spray it. Go and kill the grass. Go and kill the weeds with spray.
Well, that's good. That won't leach into the environment, right?
No.
It stays in your arm, right?
Mm. But then, what are they going to do if they're spending this? I can't remember how much it was, 500 million or 500 billion. I can't remember how much they were saying they were spending on dimming the sun.
Oh,
So if they're going to dim the sun, what's the point of having fucking solar panels?
well, yeah.
Say, Porky.
Everything they do is a bridge to nowhere.
Yeah. There's Porky. And also, you get one good, we had one good hailstone last year, which wiped out the biggest solar farm in England. It completely wiped out all the panels. And they still haven't repaired them. So
look at what the wind done on that one in Wales.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the
first patent for hail was in 1940s, I think.
Yeah.
So they can hit you with a hailstorm, weather warn all your solar panels, no problem.
But if you notice, hail is getting gradually bigger and bigger and bigger. They had hail in the Sahara Desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was the size of bloody golf balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been making snow different shapes too. Snow usually comes in a 6-sided crystalline. The snow is kind of heart-shaped.
Yeah, and snow was always like a fingerprint. Like different shapes.
Six-sided crystal. Yeah, always.
Yeah.
And now it's a heart-shaped glob. Yeah.
Mm.
And I think it's actually colder than regular snow too.
Yeah, the house across the way from me, Matt, they lost 2 solar panels. They had to have them replaced.
Yeah, that's true, Beyonce.
Yeah. These days there's more snowflakes online than on the floor. We need a snowflake fight.
No, we got to find a way of getting the fucking seasons back to where they used to be. That's what we need.
There's only 2 seasons now, isn't there?
Well, if they just stop screwing with the fucking weather, that would fix it up pretty quickly.
Well, that's why you've got all the fucking shitty bugs and all the different viruses about and stuff, isn't it? Because you're not getting a proper fucking winter where it's all killed off with the cold.
Yeah. When they attacked Florida there with Hurricane Helena, for about 2 months after that, our weather just kept going up and down and up and down. Every week it was like you'd end up in the 10, 15 degree and then back down to -2.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree, Beyonce. It happened. You used to have your 4 seasons. You could roughly, gauge what you were supposed to do for each season. Well, it's all fucked up now, isn't it?
Yeah, these 10, 20 degree swings from one day to the next. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, what they do, they want to cook a place out. They just turn on the next rat at night. That pushes all the dew out of the area, so you don't get any dew. And when the sun hits you, it just cooks you.
I don't mind the sun. The sun means less pain for me, but it's up and down, up and down, up and down, which your body can't get used to it.
Yeah.
No.
Shot mine with an arrow. I sat on one, Matt. I sat on one solar panel.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it hot?
Hey?
Was it hot?
No.
Okay.
No, I was sitting there wiring up the battery and everything else. And I had it on an aluminium, one of those steppy stool things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was sitting there soldering the wires. I went to sit down on it, and I sat down on the bloody solar panel.
Great.
All right, Beyonce, you take it easy, mate.
See if you're
Fragile, break it. They're pretty fragile, some of them. Did you break it?
No, it was a monocrystalline one, so they were quite harder. The polycrystalline was softer, weren't they?
Yeah. Did I ever show you how many freaking data cables are coming out of Little St. James?
Yeah, I just put it up, and then you put it down again.
Oh, okay.
The submarine
the conversation
cables.
wasn't quite there. They were talking about other stuff. It was interesting.
No, wait.
Yeah, I did a show on this. This was really cool. Again, I don't know. There. So yeah, there's Little St. James where Epstein lives, and there's all of these data cables coming out from right there. They go everywhere. And,
Hang on, 2 secs.
All right.
2 secs. Yeah,
Can you see it?
that's crazy.
Yeah. And that goes. They go all the way up to New York. They go to repeaters. They go to Europe. I mean, he's pretty much from there can cover pretty much the entire Western Hemisphere, North American and Europe.
Yeah, catch you later, Andy. Thanks for tuning in, mate.
So what was all that data necessary for? Because it wasn't for blackmailing people. You
Nah.
don't need that much data for
What was
people.
what was going on?
Yeah. Well, he was a genius. He learned to play the piano by 5 proficiently.
Mm.
Skipped 2 grades in school.
Oh, smoking in G sharp was that?
Yeah. Yeah, there she is. And and he went right into like mathematics.
Yeah.
And he went into bio, I forget what it was, but it was basically to do with, he had a lot to do with the setup of the W band.
Yeah.
The wiring of the internet through the human body.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if they still have him down there because of all those data connections, doing the various upgrades and stuff.
Yeah.
Because he is a genius, and they're not. They're not going to let that mind go to waste.
Yeah, the ears and everything else look completely different on that cadaver. If you want to call it,
yeah. But I think they need him for the coming AI integration, like digital convergence. They're not going to let him die. There's no fucking way. He's got too much knowledge on how to integrate the systems.
And like Ghislaine, we haven't heard nothing about
Nope.
any fight, appeal, no updates, no nothing. She ain't sat in no prison cell.
No. And did you see Patel and the other guy come out and they said, Oh yeah, Epstein, he killed himself.
Mm,
We read the file.
yeah.
He killed himself. Pardon? Yeah, right. Like anybody believes that. They're losing a lot of credibility over
Yeah.
that. So they're coming out with little things like, oh, we're looking for the bag of cocaine and all those stupid things, Well,
Mm.
who planted the pipe bomb? We don't know. We're gonna find out now. Like, come on. They're doing nothing of any substance
No.
under the Trump administration.
Oh, he's fucking the country up, Trump, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he's like hot and cold with fucking Netanyahu as well, isn't he?
I think they're fighting over Gaza.
Yeah, he's doing deals and then undoing deals and doing deals and undoing deals.
Yeah. He also wants Ukraine too, right? So
Yeah.
they're both.
Yeah, but he can't have Ukraine because fucking BlackRock and what's it called have already got Ukraine. BlackRock and Vanguard have already got Ukraine. They already signed all the deals for Ukraine 2 years ago to lend money because the Ukrainians were starving.
Well, Zelensky doesn't have a problem backing out of that or making another deal, or whoever's telling him to. It's just the businessmen behind him, really, I think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he managed to buy his posh cars, his mum posh cars, the big posh properties.
His castle in England.
Yeah. Yeah. From like having, I don't know, he wasn't even a millionaire.
Right.
To all of a sudden being nearly a billionaire.
Yeah.
Or a couple of billionaire. He's definitely a couple of billionaire in property.
Yeah.
His mum and dad are set for the rest of their lives in their lovely property and their posh cars.
Well, the actors have to get paid, right?
Yeah, and the wife is flying around in helicopters, going on her shopping trips around the world.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's still wearing his black combat trousers and his fucking t-shirt with his little fork on it.
Well, Canada sent a lot of money for that. We get what we paid for, right?
Mm.
Jeez.
Yeah, see how many Canadian fucking armoured trucks that have been blown up.
No, I haven't.
Oh, fucking hundreds of those Canadian armoured trucks. But they're
Where?
fucking great tall things with massive, great rubber tyres.
Where are they being blown up?
In Ukraine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we sent a bunch of shit there.
Yeah. Our tanks have been blown to pieces. The American tanks have been blown to pieces. Everything's getting blown to pieces.
Yeah, Russia's got its way out armed.
Yeah. But that's what it is. It's just an expenditure to get rid of equipment.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, fuck, our equipment's no fucking good, so we better build some more then.
Yeah, we need a new budget, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting old, too. You can only keep armaments for so long.
Yeah.
And if you want to move to, like, electronic warfare or, drone warfare, you got to get rid of the old stuff.
Whereas Russia's just upgrading the stuff. The old stuff is being upgraded and made better. Yeah. And then they made the T90 and they made the T91. And they made a couple of fucking, what would you call them? Razor fucking unmanned machine gun tanks. They just go in there fucking as machine guns and they remote the RVs. Remote vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been using them and they've been in the forests and all that lot, using them as remote vehicles and then like literally taking half the fucking forest down when they're shooting.
Yeah, you roll 6 or 8 of them up there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We should get some of the whiz guns from Canada. Those are good. Those will take down a forest in no time.
Yeah.
You've seen those?
No.
They're like on a big round knobby turret, but it's an electric gun, and
Right.
I think it fires like 4,000 rounds a minute, something like that. I'll show you one. Where are we here?
It didn't actually shoot anything.
It's hard to see that it does, but yeah, it does. It shoots like 4,000 rounds a minute.
Really? You'd think they'd have a few tracer in it, wouldn't you, so you could see it?
Let's go see if we can find one where it shows it. Oh, there we go. There's one.
Yeah.
4,500 rounds a minute. Can you hear it though?
Right.
See the heat in that barrel.
It's a rotating barrel.
Yeah. That's mad.
Yeah. That'll take down a forest in no time.
Mm-hmm. Well, they got them all around Israel, November, man.
Oh, yeah.
Automated sentries.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, and it's all worked off AI.
Oh, yeah. That will do it.
Facial recognition and AI.
Now, the bullets are huge, too. They're not small bullets. They're giant. I don't know what caliber they are, but they're pretty big.
What else you been up to? I think every time you've come over, sadly, there's always been drama.
Yeah. I haven't been looking at too much. Oh, don't get yourself a crypto wallet.
No, I ain't got a crypto wallet.
Yeah, that'll just put a lot more data through your body.
Yeah.
So going to be constantly connecting with blockchain for cybersecurity. So even if you don't have your phone on, it'll probably still be like you don't have your wireless on, it'll probably still be checking because it's for cybersecurity.
Right. That's mad as poo.
Is it a 30 caliber November, man? Yeah.
Yeah, 30 cal. Michael was brushing something then. I think he's brushing his beard.
Keyboard.
Oh, keyboard.
Yeah. Surprising how much shit gets in there, isn't it?
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
I use the old paintbrush.
Yeah.
And hoover it out at least once a week.
Yeah, I ought to take it downstairs, turn it upside down and do it with a paintbrush. I get rid of it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a 50. Okay, yeah.
Barrett 50 cal. Mm. Seeing the price of just one 50 cal round though.
No, how much?
Stupid money. You got oh, I can't remember his name. You got the two. You got the one that stuck his thumb in his neck after his 50 cal blew up on him. He does all the different gun reviews, and you got the other one. The mate, he was wearing a t-shirt, something ranch, Demolition Ranch. We had a Demolition Ranch matey that was supposed to have shot at Trump was wearing a Demolition Ranch t-shirt, if anybody remembers. Yeah, I haven't done any videos. I built my new computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all up and running and it's been running fine.
Yeah, not much. I haven't been doing much myself, but the government's been falling apart for us, so that's good. We had Carney. Apparently now all the tariffs are pretty much off. When we were going to fight them and stuff. So, yeah, the whole tariff war thing just, hopefully the Liberals in Canada realize that was just a ploy for the election.
Yeah. Oh, you watched Demolition Ranch?
I haven't seen that, no.
Yes. He got a farm, and he got his armory is like bloody. It's got every single weapon you can imagine is in there. Do you have an instant boot now, Smiler? Press button and Windows is there. What you mean? I did Cinebench, and it was fourth in the list on Cinebench. After I built it, I can be doing CapCut, I can be doing Adobe Illustrator, and I can be doing Final Sign Master, all running on 3 different screens and nothing, and is only in, I think the other day it was in 32 gigabyte of RAM.
How much have you got in RAM?
64. 2 sticks, 64 gig.
Nice.
But I built it as a creator, not a gamer.
Yeah, you wanted to do your sign making, right? So,
Yeah. The laptop I bought was it just kept black screening.
yeah.
It would run out of RAM and black screen, and I'd end up losing what I just sat there working on.
Yeah, laptops heat up too much, I find. You use them for anything.
My old game, the i7 gaming one, that was fine, and I had 3 monitors on that.
Yeah.
But I broke that. Well, I didn't break it. The battery went dead on it inside. The CMOS battery.
Yeah.
The CMOS battery went dead on it, and I had to take it all apart. But it's stupid because you got the screen, then you got the top of the keyboard, and then you got the motherboard. So you had to get your hands in between
Yeah.
3 separate parts, and I ended up splitting a ribbon twice, getting ribbons, and then I broke the ribbon holder on the motherboard.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never worked on a laptop before. I just buy a new one when I usually cook out the CPU anyways.
I haven't turned mine off, Matt. I've only turned it off twice.
Yeah, it's still running good, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, with those 14 fans on it, it works as an air conditioning unit.
Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah, a lot of them aren't cooled very well. First one I bought cooked out, and the first day I got it, I burnt out the graphics card, I think.
I got water cooler on it, and 14 fans. Where you got 3 fans on the bottom, 3 fans on the graphics card, 3 fans tucked away on the side, 1 fan at the back, and then you got another fan. Then you got 3 fans on the water cooler, on the radiator,
Yeah.
and then you got the fan on the power supply as well. Yeah, sounds about right, Matt. Full Gilbert around for, yeah, because my laptop will sit there idling at like 6 or 7 gigabyte, just idling. The laptop will. But I can sit here in StreamYard, sit here on YouTube, and sit here designing all at the same time with no problem, no lagging, no nothing. The only thing that lets me down was the internet.
Yeah, you can find out what those processes are in the background and shut some of them down.
Mm.
If you need to.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get rid of all the bloat in Windows 11, can you?
Yeah.
Where's your next stream?
Friday night, tomorrow night.
All right. Topic?
That's just a class, remote viewing class.
Ah, right. Okay. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I haven't picked a topic for anything yet.
Yeah, it's rocking it, November, man. It's flying. And all these LGBTQ fans. I couldn't decide what color I want, so I just let it go through the full spectrum. My missus wanted the purple one, so leave it on purple. I like the red. And then I like the green as well, but I just let it scroll through all the colors now.
Yeah, I haven't got any colors on my computer at all. Just the actual screen. I just buy the office laptops or the desktops.
Right.
And upgrade those if I have to. Most of the time, they're pretty good, though.
Where's my mouse?
And they're pretty cheap. I only spend like maybe a couple $100 every couple of years on it. I don't do really anything intensive on it, or gaming or anything like that. So.
Ready? It's flying. Put a breeze block on top of it so it doesn't blow away.
It's good, doesn't it?
Hey?
Looks good.
Yeah.
That does look good. Kind of reminds me of a fish tank. I want to see some fish in there.
Yeah, it's what they call it, a fish tank.
Yeah. Let's get some fish in there.
Mm.
You get a couple of those little battery operated fish.
Yeah. There's orange with paint splatters all over the motherboard. It's called the live wire motherboard.
Okay. Yeah.
The amount of slots it's got on the back is mad. Well, I'm happy with it.
Have you filled up all the RAM slots?
No, I've still got 2 to go. Yeah, it's got 64, and then it'll take another 64. But
Big fishing dude threatening another man.
I bought
That's my fish.
AMD Ryzen 5 7600X, ASRock P650, AMD AM5 motherboard, Radeon RX 7600 XT gaming GPU, 850 watt power supply, a terabyte of PCI NVMe, you know, 64 gigabyte of Fury Beast RGB, and then the AIO liquid CPU cooler.
You have to top that up every once in a while like a radiator.
No, it's sealed. 927 quid plus VAT. So it cost me in total, because I'll get the VAT back, so it cost me in total 1,100 quid.
It's all right.
I had all the parts here. It took me a week before I unpacked the parts. I was waiting for the. Yeah.
You have to download a lot of programs for the installation, or did it pretty much do it itself?
No, it done it itself, and like the Windows, I mean, I thought I was going to have to change the boot sequence because I had Windows on the USB stick.
Yeah.
And it set all that up itself. Rebooted itself a couple of times to do the installation and updates, but then it was a case of putting all my programs on it.
Yeah. But it recognized every device and plugged it
Yeah. As soon as I plugged it in, turned it on, gosh, it was everything powered up.
Nice.
Everything synced, everything powered up. I can only dream of having the money for a 600-watt GPU. What else is a 600-watt GPU? What do you mean, Matt?
Some type of graphics program or graphics card.
$5090 is 570 watt. Wow.
Gigabytes to map the human brain. I don't know.
How many gigabytes to map a brain did you say?
Yeah.
Probably about 16.
Imagine it'd be terabytes or bigger.
Yeah, they did, Mark. All the 5090s and the 4090s, 4060s, 4080s, 4090s, it all melted, everything, and the 30s. Every series, bar I think the 10s and the 20s, have all melted sockets. And then they started putting the double socket on, didn't they, with the double connectors. I was going to order different cables, those RGB cables as well, but I can't be bothered now. I've got to order a webcam. I keep forgetting to press buy on it. And I've got to buy a Bluetooth card for it as well because it needs a Bluetooth card.
You've got to set up your mesh network there.
Yeah, because at the moment I've got loads of stuff on the laptop that I want to put across to the computer.
Get a cable. Use a cable.
Yeah.
Bluetooth sucks. It's not good for you. One of the ways they log into your body, they'll use infrared too, light, but Bluetooth is one of the main ones. They'll set up like a network, a mesh network with devices. So the more devices you're running on Bluetooth and that, it actually has to go through you, especially if you're going to use 5G bandwidth.
Yeah.
Because 5G's got to go through you to become 5G, basically.
See, even in the workshop, we had everything on Ethernet.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything was on Ethernet. Yeah. I mean, I run this on Ethernet now. The laptop runs on Ethernet. I don't use Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of cables running all over the place.
You
can get shielded cables too for people that are electrosensitive. That really helps.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 times 8 pin. Yeah. Yeah, I got 850 watt, Matt. I don't even need half of that when I was building it because I bought everything off of CCL. So my PSU is double the wattage of what I needed. So I got plenty of room to upgrade if I want to upgrade.
Yeah, even with the parts available now, yeah.
And it's AM5 slot as well, so all the new CPUs all on the AM5 slot for AMD.
Yeah, how's that Tommy Robbins story going?
I don't know. Didn't bother watching it.
Is there anything happening with him? Is he in a jail, out of jail?
He's out of jail. He's out of jail, and he's due in court in June sometimes.
Okay.
Better to have the headroom. My temps at the moment, Matt. GPU is 40 degrees. The onboard GPU is 37 degrees. And the CPU is at 39 degrees.
Wow. That's good.
Yeah. That's my temps. I'm using 45 watts on the GPU, 45 watts of power on the GPU. The second GPU, 37 watts. Yeah, so the CPU is only running at between 36 and 40 degrees.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So temperatures are like,
Yeah, that's nothing.
no, that CPU will run all day at 100 degrees.
Yeah. That's practically room temperature for a CPU.
Yeah. Even the other day when it was 21, 22 degrees, the temperatures never changed. And that's running the free monitors. I'm running, I've got OBS there going.
Yeah.
I've got in the background, I've got AI, which is sitting there just idling. Adobe Illustrator, which is just sitting there idling.
Yeah.
I've got Vinyl Master, which is like halfway through a design, just idling. And then obviously I've got YouTube and StreamYard's running.
You can plug yourself in November, man. Dr. Achilles is working on that. He came up with micro lasers and tiny microchips that he can put in your head with some artificial neurons. So. They're claiming up to 45% accuracy with brain-to-machine interface wireless.
I got 3 26-inch monitors as well.
That's what you need, your brain-to-machine interface. You can buy one of those, eh? Ones like the helmets are highly accurate. It's the wireless ones they're having a little bit of trouble with.
If I got 5 identical stereos and played them all on volume 5, would the volume be the same as 1 or 5 times louder? And they'd all be the same volume, Mickey. %2 usage. What are you running, Matt? My GPU 1 is running at 6%. GPU 2 is 0%. And the CPU is running at 7%.
Yeah, that's like idle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sitting there ticking over.
Yeah.
But everybody laughs because, like, when I share screen, I mean, I got 3 monitors on. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pages on that monitor.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 pages open on that monitor.
I always have at least 15 or 20 pages open.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Not that many.
5, 6,
Not
7,
that many
8,
monitors.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13 open on the third screen.
Yeah. I don't know what my CPU usage is.
So I've probably got 50 pages open. Yeah, pages only take out RAM, yeah. What RAM am I using at the moment? At the moment, how much RAM am I using up? Yeah, 26.9 gig I'm using at the moment. But my RAM, I've got it set at 5. What did I set out, Michael? 5.6. But
Yeah.
instead of 6,000, and I haven't gone into the settings to change it to 6,000 yet.
Because somebody told you read it at 5.8, didn't they?
Yeah. So I set it in the BIOS at 5.6, I think it was. 5.6 or 5.7, I can't remember what I set it at.
5.6.
Yeah, Beyonce just said whack up to 6. And it'll sort itself out instead. It'll sort it itself out. It won't make much of a noticeable difference to bump it up. Not for what you're doing. Oh, right, okay. Can I turn it up to 12 yet? I don't know what you mean. Oh, everything's how, I mean, CapCut. CapCut used to bloody stutter and mess around and everything. I haven't had a problem with CapCut at all on CapCut. Final Master would pause on me on the laptop. It doesn't do it, just runs on this. I'm bloody knackered, I am. No one gets tired. Perhaps I'm getting old.
Couldn't be. Be something else.
But how many cores is what? 16 threads, 8 cores. What, the GPU? CPU? I can't remember. I know it's 572 megahertz. Is it 572 megahertz? I can't remember. 16 gigabyte. No. Yeah, CPU based, yeah. I got AMD Ryzen 5 7600X, Matt. Oh, and I haven't got to get another terabyte of storage for the entire inside as well, I think.
It's like SSD.
NVMe, yeah. S.2 or whatever the hell they call it. I don't know what they call it. This will take three. It'll take three of these under heatsink, is because all three are heat synced.
Ah.
Guys, this Task Manager. For my GPU or for GPU? No, you wanted CPU, didn't you? Utilization 0%. Dedicated GPU is free. GPU memory 0.5 of 32 gigabyte. Don't tell me. Base speed 4.7 gigahertz. It's going from 6 to 8 utilization, and it's going from, it's running at about 4.9 gigahertz. Logical processors, yeah, 12. Logical processors are 12 threads. 12 threads, 6 cores. Ryzen 7. Yeah, well, I was looking at Ryzen 7, Matt, and I was talking to Beyonce, and I was looking at the Ryzen 7s and looking at the Ryzen 9s, and I paid 184 quid for the Ryzen 5, but the 7600X, yeah, which has got faster base speeds and faster clock speeds than the 7 and the 9. I think 1.9 equaled it. So I thought, what's the point in paying all that money? Yeah, slightly faster base speed, yeah. But they said base speed is better for the creator than the threads. So I don't know. But I mean, it's only 180 quid, and like all I got to do is take the cooler off, pop the fucking thing out, and upgrade it whenever I decide to upgrade it, if I want to upgrade it.
Yeah, I'm only running 10, 11% CPU usage. So I
Yeah.
don't have temperature, so I don't have that available.
I have it because it's AMD, and it runs it through Adrenaline, AMD Adrenaline, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got home, gaming, record and stream, and performance, and then smart tech. So I can record and stream straight live from this.
I guess I could, but it'd be hard on my computer.
Mm. Cinebench maxed it out. But when I did Cinebench, when I put it all together, it ranked 4th. Yeah. Yeah, I'm 4.8, 4.92, 4.83. I've never had anything fucking rank fucking anywhere close to fucking the first page on Cinebench. Even my i7 gaming laptop, fuck me, man. Because that only had a 860 mobile NVIDIA gaming card in it. But I'm yet to I mean, what have I got downloaded on this at the moment? I got my Steam on there, but I ain't got no games. Well, I have. I've got 2 games: Apex Legends, and what's the other game I got in there? Oh no, I got 3. I got something fucking Snow Runner and something else, Snow Runner and Mud Runner or something. Is it? So I've got 3 games. I haven't even played a game on it yet. Dino Queens on cars. Oh, I used to like Dino days, Mark, but I don't miss them now. I still do the odd ECU now and again.
Yeah, I've had this computer for over a year now, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
I probably should do a defrag again. I did one a while ago, but I haven't done one for a while.
What Windows is that?
Yeah.
No, what Windows is it?
10.
Yeah, that does automatic defrag, doesn't it?
Hmm?
Windows 10 does auto defrag, doesn't it?
I don't know if I've got it set. I don't think I do.
No. I know my other computer's Windows 7 and you had to defrag that.
Hmm.
But the laptops were, one laptop was Windows 10 and never defragged that, and it was always, it does it automatically. And the other laptop now,
Is it just set up to do that when you buy it or what?
yeah, the other
Oh.
one's Windows 11 Pro and that does it automatically, and the new PC, that's Windows 11 Pro.
Yeah, my wife's got Windows 11, not the Pro, but
Mark, I used to prefer road tuning. I prefer road tuning than dyno. And then seeing because I used to use CAS and like different ECUs, and I'd use KTAG. I think dynos are all right, but you get a lot of slippage on a dyno, and you get a lot of lift, and you're losing traction on a dyno. I don't know. My Windows 7, I used to have to defrag it manually.
yeah, I always thought you had to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
XP is definitely manual.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my Windows 7 Pro was something like build 7160 or something, always in the bottom corner, because it was a shop copy. Yeah, it was always
7 defragged auto once a week. Okay. Be right back. Another drink.
okay. I'm running on cold tier Windows, but think of going to Save Star Windows because they say you buy one, you get one free. I say you buy one, you get one free. I think it's bedtime.
It could be, couldn't it?
Cream cracker. I got Linux on Google at the moment, Matt. I haven't done it as a standard operating system. I use Linux on a Google Cloud. Yeah, I watched Cletus, Mark. But if you see, even on Cletus, if you see the dyno pulls, and then you see the drag pulls, you see the difference between a road pull, so like down the strip, compared to what you see on a dyno. There's a lot of difference between the dyno and on the tarmac. Because they're data logging all the time down the tarmac, and you look at the difference in the tarmac and the rolling road. There's a lot of difference between the two. Hey up, Gregory again. I'm just about to bugger off to bed. Clean clackered. And it has been a quiet one. See?
For a change.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You fell asleep, Gregory. You know. You enjoying the last night of EE broadband? Oh, Rick, don't talk to me about EE. They've been playing silly buggers with me. They obviously moved me from one position in the box to another position, gave me no fucking internet at all. And engineer was supposed to come out on Wednesday, and all he did was go to the box and move my wires around again. Didn't even come to the house.
What is your speed now?
42.
It haven't gone up that much then.
No.
No.
Well, no, because I was only 40. Well, I mean, it was like 2.8, wasn't it, to 4.4.
Yeah.
And I only had 0.67 upload.
Yeah.
Now it's gone like 42 to 48. It depends what time it is when I do a speed test.
But you say that's not too bad for where you are, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm copper here, Rick. All the fibre goes right past us. Feeds the rest of the country bar down here. It all comes in at Porthcurno. What are you watching?
I'm looking up my CPU or my network.
No, right, yeah. We haven't got fibre here yet. There's I think Bude has got fibre, but that's where all the rich bastards bought new houses on the coast and fucking knocked all the houses down and built these ugly looking things. You know, like all the top chefs and film stars that have bought houses.
You haven't got 5G towers?
Oh, we got 5G towers, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get a faster 5G speed on my phone than I do on Ethernet on the computer.
Yeah. Yeah, your computer's wired, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you went wireless, it would be faster.
Yeah. And I got Cat 8. Yeah, Spider, stop with you. We are a middle class rural village with full fibre. Bude is up the road there. It is up the road from me.
Have they put in all the LEDs and all your light standards out there?
No, not here. But they have done at the hospital and stuff like that. They did that during the cough.
Okay, yeah, because they need that for communication.
Mm.
They want to use that. Light will be the new communication method. So they found that's the best way to communicate with beyond 5G and your cells and stuff. Writing, describing, and all that works better with light.
Yeah. I don't know, Peggy. I don't know. He said that until it was warmer on the boat, he wouldn't be going live again. I don't know where he is.
Yeah, they're already rolling out 7G on us.
Yeah. David Jones logger. Yeah. All right. All right, I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm bloody knackered.
Yeah, you've been yawning like crazy.
Okay.
Right.
What time is
Cough.
it?
1:30.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, good night.
See you later, Max.
All right, thanks for coming, Max. Nice to see you.
Good night, chat. Have a
We'll
great
be
day.
over for a live stream over on yours soon.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe for me it'd be tomorrow. For you to be Sunday.
All right.
Evening. All right.
Okay. All right, mate.
Have a good one.
All right. Thank you all for tuning in, people.
I left you a message in the back.
Have you? All right.
Yeah.
All right. What, 1 o'clock?
Oh, supposed to have been.
It's 1:30 now.
Yeah. I know. It's strange, isn't it?
How's that? I can't even see a notification for Chris.
If you hang on.
I saw Christmas Strange was live.
Yeah, hang on a minute.
What time do you schedule it? Northern King was live.
Scheduled for 0100 30th of May, which is today.
No? I can't even see a notification for Chris.
No, it's not showing as a notification, but if you go on his page, then open it up, it says, where is it? Hang on. If you put live on,
Yeah.
and then it shows notify me. Yeah.
Stick live on, and then where'd you say notify me?
If you got videos live posts, haven't you?
Mine says all, and then live.
Yeah, it live then.
Yeah, a bit live. Yeah.
It should be the first one on that list.
No, that's me.
What, on his?
Oh, on his page. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, I haven't gone on his page.
Ah.
I was on my own page.
Just a bit late coming on, isn't he?
Mm.
Oh, well.
Slimer, do you think I'd become a bully? Slimer! Slimer twin! Oh my god. Did she come in and call me Slimer? Wow.
Yeah, I don't think it was intentional. Was it, twin? Morning.
Wow. She was bending over my knee and having her ass slapped. Mark, nah. I wouldn't go in Predator's Palace.
Yeah.
I would not go in Predator's Palace. Shout out to Smiler with a shiner. I ain't got no shiner, pimp. Unblock me on your channel, you puff.
Oh.
I think that Twin Flames is getting cheeky with me. But on that note,
Yeah. Gonna kill it then, are you?
aye.
All right.
Right, good people. I'll probably catch you tomorrow.
Nighty night, all.
I don't know who's going to go live this Friday night, innit? Might be little Laura Lou. She might throw one up tomorrow. Dave
well
might
be.
throw one up tomorrow.
Yeah, possibly.
All right.
Catch you all later.
All right. See you all later. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe. Have a good one. And I'll see you on the flip side. Take it easy.